everybody, and welcome to the Unexpectables D&D game. As always, all of us are here. We're joined by Monty Glue, the DM extraordinaire. Monty, what's up? Where can they find you?
Hi. Sorry. Excuse me. You can find me at Monty Glue on Twitter. You can find me at twitch.tv/Monty Glue. Tomorrow, I have no idea what I'm doing. I might do some more art because I've been just drawing just garbage. It's been great. And then Sunday might be a bit iffy because of my other job, so I'll keep you guys posted on that. And yeah, you can find me here right now in this moment.
Did you drop your volume?
No?
Oh, okay, because like you literally dropped by half.
I got really mumbly at the end. I just kind of was caught off guard to be suddenly introducing myself because I'm trying to just finish up something.
That's why I was getting to you first.
Oh, yeah, no. So you can find me there. Expect to see something tomorrow, mystery thing. Possibly art, possibly Monster Hunter. We'll see.
More memes.
I kind of want to do more memes.
Yeah, I know.
It's Gim Gam. How are you feeling there, buddy old pal?
I want to fucking die.
Well, roll death saving throw.
Okay, you know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna do it.
Where can they find you, dude?
Shit, I'm dying.
You're dead.
You can find me here at twitch.tv/Gaijin Goomba. Also, YouTube at Gaijin Goomba, where in both instances I talk about culture and gaming. Feel better about being a nerd. This week, there are a couple of new games coming out that I'm stoked for. There's a new Inti Creates game that's coming out that's like a spiritual successor to the Mega Man Zero games. It's going to be freaking tight. I gave up on the Journey to the West a la Rayman because platforming is fun. As soon as Yokai Watch 3 drops next weekend, I think I'll definitely be all up in on that. But yeah, if you like to learn, if you like culture, and if you especially like good old Japanese culture, swing by my stuff.
Alrighty. Connor, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter at CNLSnake, and they can find me on Twitch at Distortion Devil. This week, been streaming a lot more than I usually do. I'm just trying to get used to a new streaming schedule. We'll still be doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday streams. Friday is going to be Friday Funhouse, where I play fun party games with my friends and probably get drunk. Saturday is Saturday Long Play, where I'm currently working my way through the Witcher series. We're on The Witcher 2. Woo. And we are almost done with Chapter 3, I think. And Sunday, we got Boiderlands. With myself, hi, I'm Mike, Midnight Kai, and Sir Malarvik. We are almost done with the main story on that, and then we'll be moving on to the DLCs. And Tuesdays in the evening, we'll be starting up a regular stream of RIW, my WWE 2K19 wrestling show that is entirely D&D themed.
Nice.
Yep, we got Tuesday Night Action Surge is what's happening.
Now, have you made the side barriers wood?
I actually did.
Okay, good. See, these are the questions I have.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude. Bosco. Oh, shit.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you were done.
Oh, no. I was just going to say the current champions, the women's champion is Isla McCracken, made by our friend Carrie, ex-Bubble Monkey X.
Oh, yes.
And the current Action Surge champion is Avarice Silverscale.
Fun.
We had a big tournament for the first stream.
I wish I don't know what characters would be possible to make. I'd love to submit something.
Anything.
I kind of want to put Bullethin because he's the only one who I think
Saul will rise.
Go for it.
Yeah, I just don't know if that's possible to do. Gray.
Speaking of characters, here's one. Bosco. Hi, Bosco.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going okay, man. Where can they find you? What's going on with you?
They could find me at EdBoscoVA on both Twitter and the Instagram. They can also find me right here at twitch.tv, just / my name, Edward Bosco. Normally going to be playing a lot of sports ball. Definitely got some wrestling in the works, but I'm thinking about trying some Jackbox now that I have a computer that I can play. So if you guys enjoy Jackbox, you should definitely come on by and check it out, typically on Thursdays. Thank you, guys.
Sounds like fun. Hey, Zito, how's it going?
It's going fucking awesome. Hello, everyone. You can find me at twitch.tv/Zito. I was supposed to be playing Piranha plant man. You know, Petey Jr. I was supposed to play Petey Jr., but Uncle Nintendo forgot the fact that I never got a code. So
Boy, same here. Same here.
I've cue me for the past like 2.5 days yelling at Uncle Nintendo, where the fuck is my code? So I don't know what's gonna happen for tomorrow. Most likely art, maybe more Slay the Spire, because that Rook mod is still being made, still being worked on, and boy howdy, it's getting a lot more content going forward. Friday, Wargroove drops, so I'll be playing the hell out of that.
It's gonna be my new thing that I'm playing privately with the lights off.
Right on. And if you also want to hear me babble incoherently about D&D homebrew that will most likely never be played because I'm a sucker for pain, you can find me on Twitter at CZBacklash.
Fun. And finally, Octopimp.
Hi, it's me, your favorite Hotel Transylvania fanfiction author, Octopimp. You can find me everywhere.
Excellent.
You can find me everywhere at Octopimp. Yes.
Do you want to know how many people asked where your fanfiction was last week?
I'm actually was it a good amount? Because I'm glad.
It was definitely more than what I could count on a hand.
Okay, good.
We're just like, where do I find Octopimp's fanfiction? I'm like, I don't know if they're asking unironically or not. I really don't.
Hey, I mean, honestly, check it out. Anyway, so you can find me everywhere at Octopimp. I'm not a Kingdom Hearts fan, but I'm streaming Kingdom Hearts 3 and making up my own lore as we go. So, because the only games I played were Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and that was 13 years ago.
Why would you play 1, 2, and 3? That should make sense, right?
That's it. Yeah, it makes sense. It just goes in order. So we're making up our own lore as we go, and yeah, it's a good time. And we're drinking every time they say darkness, light, or Sora, Donald, Goofy.
Oh, you're dead.
You're dead.
Yep.
You're dead, son.
Is that hard mode?
Oh, that's like super hard mode. And also, you have to finish your drink if they say Kingdom Hearts is light. So, yeah, that's the one.
You have to finish your drink if they say Kingdom Hearts?
No, if they say Kingdom Hearts is light.
Ah.
If they say Kingdom Hearts is light.
But what if they say if it's darkness?
If they say Kingdom Hearts is darkness, then you close the game and play something else.
No, then you throw up your drink back into the cup.
Back into the cup.
Really the only way to play the game.
Yeah.
So where can they find you at Octopimp?
Octopimp everywhere. Just, I'm around.
All right, you can find me here, everybody. I might be doing some more late night City Skylines, as I bought the 2 new DLCs and I haven't really touched them.
God, no.
What?
No.
Those games, they're just so addictive.
No, I think I need the calming feeling of just listening to lo-fi hip hop and playing that game again.
I was honestly about to say that's one of the streams of yours that I miss dearly.
Yeah.
Because I'm so jazzed that you were so stoked about Multiverse, but there are some times where it's like, man, I really miss those lo-fi chill streams.
A calm stream is good.
Yeah, no, and you never know who can show up.
I'm just like, how big of a DLC is this? So
they completely revamped an entire area called the Parks, and they also revamped the entire industry system.
Whoa.
Oh my
That's
god.
huge.
Yeah, that's big. It's a completely new game now. On top of that,
Do they have a Godzilla function in that
no,
game?
they don't. They're not gonna. All I want is just patient 0 for a zombie apocalypse button.
Oh.
Patient 0, and let's see what happens to the city. Just on. Okay, real fast, by the way. Fast, just to get through all this, because there's a lot of bits were dropped. I want to get to them all here real fast. I just want to quickly say, Multiverse Nexus Wrestling will be continuing on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. This Friday will be the Multiverse Nexus Rumble. I'm really, really excited. Arkolf will be joining me for co-commentary, and if Connor's free, he's also invited too. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. I love these streams. There's so much fun, and Trash Man is slowly turning into a clown because he's been affected by clownism.
I see how it is. Everybody can commentate but me. I get it.
He has to wait for the pure wrestling energy to coalesce. That
no, he actually has to. He has to actually perform 4 summons and sacrifices of blood. But anyways, thank you so much, guys. We're gonna be checking out more of that. We'll be seeing what happens here. And now I got to go back here in my Streamlabs, and I got to thank a lot of amazing people for all the
Rap
God. Work all 3, thank you so much. Gino Kaze, Bernie Cinders, Quit the Kid, Ruduku 38, Rug of Smothering, Die, Formus 624, Hooper Gamer, thank you so much for the sub. Mark Wolf, thank you for the sub. Scam Man, I think for 300 bits. The Unexpectables, the only show to pull me out from Kingdom Hearts 3. Damn, we'll take that. Lil Jake with 700 bits, new bit badge. Get already. Fless says, thank you for the 100 bits. Spock Zombie with the 500 bits. Been waiting years for Kingdom Hearts 3. I've been waiting a week for this, so Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna have to wait. Thank you so much. Damn. DMC BDA, thank you for the 100 bits. Ed 76 Super, thank you for the 11-month resub. Vince Smokes 100, thank you for the 100 bits. Blackfoot Ferret with over 9,000 bits. 9,001 bits from Blackfoot Ferret. Cast Allergy Shield on the party.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Oh, dang, I feel great. Blackfoot Fair, thank you so much for the 9,001 bits, dude. Hooper Gamer 92 for the 500 bits. Glad to finally see you guys live after watching this began to take up being a DM with a group of fellow new players. Hooper Gamer 92, thank you so much. Argent Lyell 13 with 21 resub, thank you so much. Wild Thobin with 100 bits. Ice Booth with 100 bits. Jewelry Jelly with 100 bits. Jennifer Anna with 100 bits. Thank you so much, guys. Beat Kimball 1993 with a 10-month resub. Y'all the best. Nguyen Juanon, thank you for the 4-month resub. Black Wing Hellkite for the 1,000 bits. Last time I can drop bits for a while because I'm moving into a new place soon. Congrats, Blackwing Hellkite, and thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Shadow Force 56 with a 500 bits. Take my bites, and damn it all, I've been playing a lot of Kingdom Hearts 3. I had to pull myself away to watch you guys play D&D. Thank you so much, guys. We understand. There's a lot of Res 2, a lot of X giving it to you, and a lot of Kingdom Hearts 3 Darkness talk. Defective Sheep with 1,000 bits. Verzito Monty Bosco as DMs. Would you allow players who want to be a pistol, shrimp, aquatic, Thickrian, the use of an Eldritch Blast as a racial ability? 1,000 bits. We'll get back to that. Shadowy Sphinx with 1,000 bits. Finally able to catch us live after binging it for about 2 months straight. So take my bits as my thanks for a great time. Shadowy Sphinx, thank you so much for binging and getting here. And thank you for the 1,000 bits. Boo Radley, thank you for the 100 bits and all the wonderful art. The Flame War starts soon. Elf Lord 89. Big Art 61991. Paladin Bubbles, Draco Magnus, David Zinavon, thank you so much for the resubs. Nguyen Juan, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh my god. Lovely Lorelei with 250 bits, thank you so much. Dark Grim with 100 bits, thank you so much. Strange Birdie with a 4-month resub, thank you. Marcus Atera with 1,000 bits. Phase 3, Get Cripples. Alright, or don't, I don't know. Marcus Atera, thank you for the 1,000 bits, if only. Hyro Gaddix with an 11-month resub, thank you so much. RP8 Terry with a prime sub, thank you. Defective Sheep with a sub, thank you so much. Dr. Jack Pharmacist with a 500 bits, thank you so much. Derpy Doogie for the 13-month resub, thank you so much. And Grow the Immortal with 500 bits, thank you so much. If you live in the Midwest, please stay warm. It is that goddamn cold outside.
I wanted to say, please stay safe. It's right now -50 in Chicago, where I'm from.
Oh god.
With the wind chill, it is colder than Antarctica in the Midwest. So please don't go outside. Don't be silly. It's very easy to get frostbite very quickly. Just be safe. Call
Myself
off
and
work
the
if you
Dean
have
actually,
to.
I know, like, when it comes to the super cold temperatures, it's where Celsius and Fahrenheit combine. So one thing I can say right now is Monty and me used to live in a place that would hit -40, -50 with wind chill.
Yeah.
Well, so -50 Fahrenheit is about -45.5 Celsius.
The biggest thing with cold weather like that is do not panic if something goes wrong. Take your time and think, because your eyes can freeze. I remember that to you, Kurt. Once.
If you go outside, wear goggles or something.
Yeah, no, that actually happened one time. It gets so cold that there's no moisture in the air anymore. So the air is frigidly cold, and when that happened, I actually I took off the glove, I had to rub my eye, and there was enough sweat that it all just froze. I remember, and I ran home, and I ended up coughing up blood. Take your time, be careful, stay warm. You can do a lot of damage to your body in this temperature.
Yep, it's very.
Yeah, I walked outside too. I was walking my dog earlier, and just from breathing, there was frost forming on my beard.
Yeah. It's
dangerous.
Absolutely.
It's another thing. Shallow breaths.
Yeah, that's the mistake. Do not run in cold. Do not do that shit.
No.
Nadine remembers that day, and this.
I do. I mean, Mom and Dad were like, I was 4. Mom and Dad were like, you're not going anywhere. They like literally just go in your bedroom, stay there, don't go anywhere. But you had your paper out, so.
Yeah, no, and that's why. God damn. Right. But anyways, it is 7 o'clock. I want to thank everyone again for the bits, and Monty, take it away.
Alrighty. I need every player to jump out of the chat now.
Oh, right. I gotta get to roll 20. Oh wait, I am in there.
You're in here, yeah. All right. When last we left our heroes, Greckle Task the Kobold Ranger, Panic the Tiefling Bard, Borky the Orc Barbarian, Remy the Kenku Fighter, and a newfound friend in Zenryo the Triton Sorcerer, the party acted out Phase 2 of their plan and successfully stole away 4 clerics into their ranks from the United Clergy of Orin's camp. Maria, Kendra, Honore, and Evelina. They followed the party back to the orc camp, ready to help them with whatever they needed. Now, with the scar on the orc camp marked, the party takes a deep breath and a moment of rest to plan their next move. So you guys, as the clerics in a way, you guys kind of all make your way back into the camp. The clerics are put in the war room. Gruel is very stern about this. And you guys are kind of left to whatever you would like to do.
What time of day is it at this point?
At this point, it's 8 a.m.
Oh.
So we did this overnight.
You guys
no, we did this
literally...
break. That's right, break of dawn.
Break of dawn, yeah. You guys did it after their whatever would have been their morning prayer. So right after sunrise, which maybe would be 4 or 5 a.m. So at this point, it's about 8 o'clock.
It would probably good to see if Gruel's got some extra people available in case they try to do a counterattack.
He's already ahead on that.
Remember, they tripped everybody up, so he's got plans.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
From Gruel that they set up traps behind them. So that place, your guys' venture going up to the orc camp is basically what that part of the forest is now. It is now trap hell. So
could Borky would like to just take a moment and speak to Ronfalt.
Okay.
Just a moment. Borky grabs onto the sword and closes his eyes and is now in the place, I'm guessing. He's now in the sanctum.
No, you don't get to decide that.
Oh.
Only Ronfalt does, and he doesn't let you in.
He doesn't? Oh, damn, okay.
No. He doesn't let you in.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Just look at the sword, you're kind of like, and go about your business.
I would like to roll an insight check on the 4 clerics to see what their state of mind is, considering everything we just went through.
Okay.
It's going to be an 18.
Nice. As you look at them, frazzled, most of them. The one is like weirdly calm. But
is that Honore, the leader one?
No, Honori is calm, but she's still kind of like apprehensive, especially as you see as the orcs kind of putting around, specifically towards Gruel and Panic as well. The only one who seems, besides Audrey, who's kind of used to the whole thing, is I think her name was Evelina. What's her name?
Yeah,
yes.
Evelina.
Yeah, Evelina. She is. Roll an insight check, actually. Actually, you just did.
I just did.
She's kind of dense. She's not like as emotional as the other ones are. She's more kind of in the moment. She's not too petrified. You get the sense the indoctrination didn't work as effectively on her as the others.
Does she seem younger, maybe? Is that perhaps
a little bit younger, okay. Yeah. They all are fairly young. You don't know how old exactly, but they're definitely like not... Like they're like freshman college age, if you had to put a number there.
All right. Remy's still completely dressed in this paladin's armor and with his face mask down is going to put his hands on the table and look at the 4 girls. If the 4 of you are... What?
Audrey's there too. 5
oh, perfect. Okay, all 5 of the girls. If you are truly serious about helping us, then we need an update on the number of men that are in that camp and what they've been up to.
Honore looks to Audrey and then looks back to you, kind of nervous, not really liking the helmet. She goes, unfortunately, after Audrey left the camp with a prisoner, they had us closely watched after that. So in terms of numbers, we don't know.
How about a general idea before you were under heavy lockdown? Perhaps a couple days earlier.
We got more reinforcements. Mostly just mercenary soldiers from Periton.
Okay, great. Let me write that down.
That shouldn't be as difficult to deal with. What about trade-offs when it comes to the ships? How much time do we have before the next ship comes into port?
Not for a while.
That's good.
A week maybe.
I recall one of the paladins mentioning something about a handkerchief or something that the leader didn't want anyone to see. What do you know of it?
They all look to each other and they look and they go, Athtar? Our leader?
Yeah, yes, him.
Oh, we know nothing about him. He just orders us. The men spend more time with him than us.
The other clerics did not come with you. Why?
They all look at each other and there's a sort of mixed emotional range between everybody. And the youngest one, Maria, the one who still at this moment looks like she's ready to burst into tears. That seems to be a constant expression she has. She looks up to you, kind of adjusting her glasses. She goes, they're more dedicated to the faith than us, and they are content with their paladins.
Above game, quick question. The Boris was the quote-unquote leader of the paladins. Did we get his cleric, or is his cleric still with him? I think he was the red one. He got turned into a lobster.
Yeah, he was yellow. He got turned into
Oh, he was yellow. Got it.
Let me see who you got. Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's going to help me phrase the next question.
Yeah, Honori was.
Honori was his?
Yeah, Honori was
okay,
his.
excellent.
Yeah.
Would we know that based on the fact that the four of them were away from the paladins? We would have no idea exactly.
You would
who
have
goes with
no
them.
idea.
Okay,
you
cool.
don't know who is who. Honestly, I shouldn't have said, but I was surprised.
Don't worry about it.
Mitigame it.
Exactly. It seems the paladins, from group to group, treat you differently. Every pair is slightly different. Do the others respect the paladins? Do they treat them well? Perhaps that's why they stayed?
They all look to each other. They're more dedicated to the idea more so than the person.
I see.
Audrey
Oh, sorry,
Audrey
go ahead.
kind of looks to you guys and she goes, they're too far gone.
Indoctrination is a powerful thing, especially when it's from a young age.
Yes.
I know Greckles kind of leans in. I know this may be beyond the five of you, but what do you think it would take to get all of them to be driven away rather than killed?
They actually all huddle, like a football huddle.
Nice.
I see they do it too. Borky nods.
It's-
And you hear some kind of conversations, and then Evelina like peeks and leans her head back to look at you, and he watches Honori's hand comes out and pushes her head back into the huddle. And they keep talking, and then they kind of all slowly break off, and they turn. And with the most serious face, Honori looks to you, and it almost impressively looks to you and goes, "Athtar has to die."
I was figuring that, to be honest.
Athtar will not budge from this place.
Athtar.
He is.
Is he the one? He was alone on the boat, right?
He
Oh,
was
yeah.
the leader guy, yes.
He's the leader. Yeah.
We were going to kill him anyway.
Athtar is the anchor of this entire operation. What else he's planning, I don't know, but he believes he's the first step to this. I don't want
that's-
to. I
go
don't
ahead.
want to make you afraid, but there are whispers of a very intricate invasion here.
An invasion of where? Alavast?
She nods.
Makes sense. Salavast is a symbol of almost everything that the Orans don't like.
We already know that they've sent assassins.
Yeah.
Though, there is something that we're forgetting, guys. Solar is sending envoys specifically to our number one.
Solar? They all kind of like lean up and look at you there.
We actually, believe it or not, kind of have a history.
You've met a celestial of Orin?
Let's just say that we both understand and believe of his existence, as well as Orin.
Divine intervention.
You
That's a good way to
actually,
put
as the devil man and the kobold say that, all 5 of these clerics immediately relax.
Yay!
That's
They
crazy,
all are-
right?
Wait,
The one
didn't you draw a picture?
Kendra looks up to you, panic, and is just like looks bewildered by you, and it's like, yeah, pretty crazy.
Yeah.
If you have some paper and pen, I might be able to sketch out what I've seen in dreams. Actually,
That seems inappropriate. They all seem kind of abacked by that. Like, that's we appreciate it, but something akin to that is a little
Erotical?
sacrilegious. Well, yes. You know, it's if Solar wished for us to gaze upon him, then we would see him. So, with respect, of course, we appreciate it. But she's really flustered looking at this
I
point.
mean,
Like,
listen,
Audrey's
listen,
got,
listen.
I mean, like, he was
It
tall.
was kind of an accident for us, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
he was like a really tall, shiny boy.
but listen, regardless, apologies for that. But we wanted you to be aware that we are on the level, so to speak.
They all kinda look to each
We
other.
harbor no hatred towards Orin or Solar or any of the Celestials. If anything else, it seems awfully strange that this is happening of all things.
This does seem like quite the reach. They all kind of look to each other. This seems excessive. It seems like a waste of resources as well. There's so much we could do with this sort of power. We could make things better. We could maybe help the Crimson Isles or make trade. It's not our place to decide these things, of course.
Of course.
But at the very least, we can help. We have our spells and our magic. We can prepare. We can heal you. The tactics we used against you are yours now.
Speaking of spells and magic, I had a bit of a question. I noticed that you all have what are they called? Your holy amulets.
They all each single one. It's almost like all of them, like in a synchronized dance, all just look down immediately at the thing hanging around their neck, and then look up to you, looking kind of worried.
The paladins have those too, don't they?
Kendra kind of steps forward and she goes, "Well, the paladins don't need a holy symbol like this per se. They can use other things as a focus.
Like what?
Why? Their armor, their swords. Some keep trinkets and things in their pockets. Coins tend to be pretty common.
Coins. They use
Small
legal tender
statuettes.
as spellcasting focuses.
Well, they're not for money. It's like decorative. You understand? Like a necklace or like a locket.
That complicates things.
I
I
have
was going
a
to see if I could
question.
try.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go.
Everyone turns to look. I'm guessing everyone turns.
Everyone turns to Zen.
Yeah, the girls turn to Zenrio too.
I have a question. So you guys like worship the sun, right?
Orin, yes.
Okay, why when I look at the sun for a long time, does it really hurt?
I would like to
Well-
second that question.
Orin, Honori steps forward. Orin's power is very concentrated in their eye, almost as if the breath that comes from your mouth is a concentration of yourself. That sense, our mortal coils can't comprehend it, and thusly it does hurt our eyes and in turn us.
Whoa, so like you can stare at the sun for as long as you want and it won't hurt?
Well, we don't have the type of strength to do so either, but there are some who are quite dedicated, though their practice of this has left them, well, unable to see anything, but they can still feel the light. That is what sets the difference between Orin's light and any other. It has a warmth to it. And a
Far
heat.
out.
It is indeed far out. Really quite far, in a different plane, in fact.
That's as far out as it gets.
You watch as Maria kind of laughs at that, and then immediately, like, at the moment Gruel kind of turns and looks, she's like, kind of gets quiet.
Gentlemen, if you don't mind, I would like to ask a relatively selfish question, if that's all right.
No.
Greckles looks over to the
Not
looks over
allowed.
the five. Greckles looks over the five. There's one piece of information for the long term that we desperately need to know. What does the clergy want with Soliandris?
Okay, there is an immediate silence. Gruel kind of turns and goes, huh? Like confused.
Yeah. Zen's eyes kind of gloss over. He's like,
Yes, and you and Gruel like see each other's eyes, and you're just kind of like, yeah.
okay.
Greckles, I think it's obvious.
They all kind of chatter, and like one of them, you even hear them hiss and kind of argue with each other, not in an intense manner, but like Honori's like, well, they use them as surrogates. Like, no, we're not supposed to talk about that. We're not supposed to talk about the will of the Azamar at all. They're kind of
This is why I want to
back and
ask.
forth.
This is why I want to ask that question. I wanted to see the responses.
Well, Kendra kind of turns and looks again. The Azamar are. It's really hard to answer that. I mean, we just hear stories secondhand.
That's fair.
As there are 3 Azamar of the United Clergy of Orin under the patronage of Orin. 2 of which that are slated to be disappointments, and one of which is, you see her face like warp into like awe, and then wonder, and then fear, and then concern, and then fear again, and then kind of this flip-flop of emotions. They're a champion of the sun, far beyond that of a herald, or even that of even some high paladins. There is Diella. She is an envoy now. There was Soliandris. She was in training. And then there's Icarus. He's our champion.
Sorry, I can't find my pen.
Icarus. I'm assuming
Yes.
he's back home in Periton.
So he's the champion of the sun.
Well, he's a herald of the sun, champion of the sun.
Okay.
He's very powerful. He's both awe-inspiring and terrifying in battle. I don't know exactly what's going on with him right now. I'm not in charge of him. We're not allowed near him. Only certain people are, of course. Any Azamar, even. They're only meant to be in the best of company, and in all things.
We knew that the people who were attacking us in Alabast had an Azamar with them, right?
They had Diella, yeah, and she seemed very vacant. You deeply recall that. Particularly you, Task. You remember she even talked to you?
Yep.
And it was not like how a normal person would talk to someone. It was haunting in a way. It was almost like she wasn't there.
She seemed possessed, or at least in some facsimile of that.
Yeah,
I do
she was pretty
remember.
devoid.
I do remember when we were in Alabast, we were, more or less attacked by a group from the clergy. And we learned their names, right?
Yeah, Viantius Apostrophe.
Yep. I was about to ask about him.
Ragus Cade.
Good old Cade.
Diella and Helena. I think those were all 4
Diella
of them.
and Helena were all 4 of them, yeah.
What can you tell me about Viantius Apostrophe?
Viantius Apostrophe? Oh gosh, he's...
Tommy sounds good.
Oh,
'Cause we were attacked in Alabast, and he was among the party along with Diella, the Azamar you mentioned, and Ragus Cade.
Ragus Cade.
Ooh.
Ragus Cade. Who's that?
Viantius Apostrophe is the servant to the speaker.
So he's the second in command?
I suppose.
What is the
You met-
speaker's
oh.
name? Just curious is all.
We do not ever speak of the speaker's name. It is forbidden knowledge.
And you're not allowed to be separated from your paladins and look where you are.
I don't know their name, though.
Oh,
We're not
like
told
no one
it.
knows
It is
the name.
forbidden.
Then there you go. Then that's the answer we need.
Sorry, I just
Yeah, we were just worried that was like a whole situation where you wouldn't tell us because you weren't allowed to. It's like Dad's not here.
yeah.
Yeah, and my mom says I'm not allowed to have candy after I'm supposed to go to bed, but I do it anyway.
What?
Maria kind of peeks a corner. And
Don't tell her. Don't tell her. I'll get along.
It's very unhealthy to do that.
I know, but it tastes so good, right?
I know he's...
And sometimes when you're going to bed, you're like, oh, I wish I would have had candy earlier.
Zen.
Borky pulls him really close.
Yeah.
Your parents kicked you out. You can have candy all day now, but don't tell no one.
Oh my God, you're right.
Well then, what can you five possibly tell us about Ragiscade?
Ragiscade.
I think we know all we need to about him.
You say that, Panic. But I'm curious.
He fought a Draco Lich.
Oh, okay. Putting in notes, fought Draco
He also fell off his
Lich.
horse like a dumbass.
Yeah, he didn't seem that tough.
That's me laughing, not the girls. That's just...
Would you say
Because
that?
I just remember that Doros pile drived a horse to do that.
I thought Doris just stood still and just put his arm out and just he just fell
I can't
off.
remember exactly.
The
what
guy
happened.
stayed still, but
Either
the horse
way,
kept going.
All right.
Someone rolled a 1. She looks at you, goes, "Well, I mean, he didn't fight it 1-on-1, but he commanded the armies that led the assault."
Would you say that he's a kind man?
I mean,
Borky
I haven't
laughs.
met him personally, but the way he fights and the voice, how he could command people and make them fight for a cause. He's wait a second. He was Solly's. Oh,
Greckles narrows super hard as they say that.
Oh, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Putting together what we know
That's-
about the both of them, I think it's pretty obvious.
I mean, Honore kind of looks and goes, "From what I know, she was training under him. But the relationships that the Azamar have, we're not supposed to know about them. It's none of our business."
You know what the funny thing is? We know of it.
Yeah, ain't that funny either.
No, it's not. It was brutal, it was cruel. And one could even say it was sacrilegious the way that he treated Soleandrus.
Borky kind of cracks his knuckles.
Let's just say the next time we bump into Ragiscade, there's someone who I'm going to be suplexing.
Oh, here's something that is funny. You know that eye patch he wears now?
He doesn't wear an eye patch.
Wait, I thought he wore an eye patch because.
No, he doesn't. He does not wear an eye patch. He
Oh,
always
you
has
know,
that
you know
thing
him.
on.
Well, then you know his eye.
Yes, that is Sully burnt that out
Oh,
in an act of heresy, and
spoiled my surprise.
well, it's not much of a surprise. He burned it as an example to us to show that even one of such clear influence can be, well, turn
Well.
astray, I guess.
Well, the world's not always all black and white.
No. We're learning that now.
And let's all remember that we're not here to judge them for that, guys.
No, the here and now is killing the head honcho of this entire encampment.
Tall.
So,
What's his-
we have some options.
Borky, goes like, hold on, Greckles.
What's up?
Tell me about Aftar. How does he fight? Do any of you know how he fights? His choice of weapon, what he prefers to do.
A spear with a banner on the end is his weapon, and a shield bearing his heraldry.
Okay.
And we haven't seen him fight, so we don't know exactly what to expect. I mean, to be fair, he's not really supposed to. You see this terror now wash over Honore as she realizes now, like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to fight this guy. I don't know what he's capable of.
Could I do some sort of check to see what I might know about high-level paladins?
Roll a history check.
I do have some sort of insight on that.
The save on this is a bit challenging because you don't know Periton's paladins, unfortunately.
Let's find
you-
out. 11?
11. Nope. You know of Avon paladins from your experience with them. You even met a couple Liversean paladins. They're generally very tanky, and have a very strong presence in the battlefield. I will say, with that knowledge and your previous fight with the Orin clergy, because he's around, the other people around him will probably be stronger as a result. So the people you fought before, they were pretty tough on their own. If Athtar's around, they're going to be even tougher.
Just because I'm curious, and you mentioned it, the Liverosian paladins, they wore like full plate like regular paladins and stuff like
Some
that.
did, some don't. It depends on what the paladin is supposed to do. So with Avon, they tend to be pretty turtly, like they tend to be pretty hardy, like the mountain.
Yeah.
Some Liverosians like the looser armor because the idea of moving is grace. That sort of concept is very common with them too. So some paladins are even dancers, like they don't even wear any armor whatsoever. So it's kind of it's depending on that. Same with Ilonay paladins; they tend to be half plated, like not always, but it depends. It's kind of like a choice thing, but generally one paladin order will lean towards one or the other, and sometimes it's just a mix.
Okay. So the thing is, out of character, it sounds like this kind of character is a tough in a group battle. It's going to be very difficult. We can isolate him one-on-one. It's going to be a tough fight, but that would be much more ideal. I'm just going to have to, I'm going to have to think in Borky's mindset of how he could possibly suggest that. But anyways, continue on.
With that, I will say this: with the amount of intel you guys have, considering you fought these guys twice, they all are wearing armor. This is a very armored paladin sect. They're meant to be like a tough to strike down army. They're meant to be tanks.
They're shock troopers almost. Like they're just meant to come in.
They are like. I wish I knew Warhammer, because I'm sure there's a Warhammer parallel.
We know their armor is sealed very tight, because when I used heat metal in that guy's helmet, he couldn't take it off.
Yeah, it's pretty much on them. I would say it's kind of like, in chess.
Yeah,
I'm aware of it.
They are kind of like if the archer Tom was a pawn.
Okay.
The guy who missed you guys the entire time, like those archers.
Right.
They would be like bishops or knights in that
Okay.
instance.
Okay.
Or like rooks.
If chess is so good, why isn't there chess too?
Yeah, seriously. Come on, David Serlin.
Step it up. With all those things in mind, looks over to Grohl and Borky. What do you think the situation is at the orc encampment after that insanity?
Oh,
Gruul just shrugs. He's like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants after that. And honestly, I'm probably going to have to keep up this get up for a little while.
If we could light the fire under their ass, could we get them to turn against the clergy?
It's going to depend on the leader of the orcs dying.
To turn into lobsters.
It's true. Turn them into a lobster and eat them.
Yeah, it's true.
But that thunder ability of yours, that came in use as well. And with the same idea of Panic's heat metal ability, we could also look at it this way. It's like they're in metal coffins.
More like metal.
That phrase, immediately all the clerics look just guilty as shit. And Audrey even kind of scowls at that. And she turns to you, Remy, and she goes, Remy, could I talk to you?
Oh, please, this is fucking war!
Yes, of course. With the four of you, please.
Oh, for God's sake.
Find out about Athtar's temperament. How he acts as a person more so than how he fights.
Very well.
And then he's gonna walk out with Audrey.
Gruul just leans like 90 degrees as you guys leave.
I'm
gonna kick him in the gut.
No, I'm gonna grab Gruul's horn and like sort of turn him back to the conversation.
Zenry pulls out.
Wait, you're gonna grab his horn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a handle.
Like a handle. You're just like, you point him to
Hey, we got things to focus on.
Kind of gives you a look and then looks back.
Focus up! Zenriel immediately pulls out a paddle ball with string and starts playing with it.
That's good. That's good. Borky
picking his nose while he's doing it.
Borky's gonna.
Come on, focus, please.
Real quick. Borky's actually gonna turn to Task real fast and just kind of like nudge him on the shoulder.
Hey, Tysk.
What?
I know you got your feelings about this, but they just left their cult essentially. So.
I'm sorry, Borky, but I was looking at things tactically, and sometimes tactic is not nice and it's blunt and frank.
Yeah, well, just...
I'll just shut up then.
No, don't just shut up. if you have a point, just know for a fact that they're like little birds. Be they're fragile right now. They're tough fighters, but they're shaken up. Just the best way is like what Zenrio said one time. Be chill. I know it's hard for you. But
We're not murderers. We don't want to be. That's why we left. Please.
Tash just leaves. I'm going to sleep.
Don't worry about him. He's
A kobold, I know.
Oh! Excuse me!
He just walks
You
back
left.
in.
These ears are big, by the way!
You left. You're gone.
Fuck you!
They wouldn't have said that with you in earshot.
No, they wouldn't have. They're very quiet. Remy, you're taken outside with Audrey. You guys go near one of the Auric pits, and she's just like kind of like pressing her hands to her temples, and it's just like, am I asking for too much with this?
With what specifically?
I want to try and do the right thing. Not the easiest thing, the right thing.
I don't believe you're asking for too much. That doesn't make it easy, though, and you realize that, which is good.
She reaches up and she grabs your wrist. Do you think they deserve to die? Don't say what I want to hear. Do you think that they deserve to die? As a soldier yourself. As one of their victims. As a man who talks so much about honor.
They don't deserve to die, no. I don't blame your paladin or any of their paladins for what happened to me. I see one man as irredeemable. That is all. I only know of the one.
Athtar and Westcott. Those two should die.
Yes, you mentioned he was the cruelest of the paladins. Regardless, I do not know this Westcott, but Athtar, as far as I'm concerned, tried to kill my friends, and he no doubt would have killed me.
He's dangerous. Not just for you, for everyone.
My dear, I'm not afraid to die.
I'm not afraid of you dying.
Ouch.
I won't let you die. If someone's leaving that battlefield, it's gonna be you, not me.
Don't.
No. I threw in my lot with you. I've made my choice.
Remy's gonna put out his hand for a shake.
She gives you a solid handshake. Inside of the tent, Panic, as you're standing next to Gruel, his eyes narrow for no reason. Is just kind of like,
Hey, I just realized this is the second case of Oron Cleric and bird person, like
camaraderie.
camaraderie. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a pattern here, Monty.
Well, you guys keep stumbling upon things.
This relationship is for the birds, man.
Well done.
The four other clerics look to you guys, and they kind of lay out information about Athtar, what they know. So let's grab what they know. Okay. Oh no, where is your name? You had a name. Shit.
Oh no, they'll never leave the bathhouse now.
So Athtar's personality, he is calm, level-headed, never loses his cool, which is ironic because he's a sun. This is the wrong book. And she says you'll find that anyone who, if they have any ill will towards him, would find him more terrifying than you guys. And they added that with no offense, but he's kind of built for that. Where the hell is this guy's name? I will find it here in a second. His right-hand man, Aftar's current assistant. Oh, 1 second here. I'm trying to find it. I apologize.
Take your time.
All right, that's his name. It was Aiden.
Is Aiden the mage?
They are not a mage. Well, they are a mage.
Wait, I'm really confused
he
by that
is-
code.
I know. He is a draconic sorcerer.
Aiden, draconic sorcerer. Okay.
Yeah, his name is Aiden Scale. He's a draconic sorcerer. He's really full of himself. And he is quite powerful as well.
Those are the three. Aiden, Aftar, and Westcott.
There is also Snaglack, but the girls know nothing about him. They're told strictly to stay far away from the orcs all the time. To which Gruul kind of chuckles and goes, just leave Snaglack to me. It seems Gruul has a bit of a war path.
Monty, question about Athtar, since you were naming off all of his stuff.
You re-enter at this point with Audrey.
Cool. I will go back, or Remy will go back to where he was standing before. My question was, in terms of being an honorable fighter versus dishonorable, do they have any idea where he leans?
Well, that's a hard read. If it were in Periton, it would be completely different. This is not Periton soil. So
Correct.
Periton rules get a little shaky here, which the clerics say is part of the reason why they're pretty not happy with everything.
Okay.
So there are laws. Obviously, there's laws
Right.
and faith laws and that, but in terms of parlay is possible. That's about where that ends.
Perfect. Okay, awesome. That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And then in terms of his faith, obviously extremely devoted, but
oh yeah.
In terms of his personality, and I'm doing this above game because it's is he, because he calls himself the Herald of the Sun. Is that ego and bravado something that they believe can be potentially preyed upon? That he sees himself as almost like a guiding light of Orin?
He is a Herald of the Sun, not the Herald. It is an actual status.
Got it. He's a Herald. Got it.
Earned that title. So that is not him being kind of a schmuck who's got influence. He's earned that somehow. So that is a very big title. It's nothing to sneeze at. And he probably does take a lot of pride in it. You get the sense, from the way he's doing this invasion.
Okay.
But that's all from your own perspective. You don't know anything for sure.
Okay. When I come back in, I'm going to look towards the 4 clerics that we rescued. Ladies, I have a question.
They all look at you.
Are you able to send messages like Audrey?
To people we know.
Do any of you know Boris, I think his name was?
Oh.
Boris again.
Honore looks at you and just scowls. She goes, yes, I know him.
It was brought to my attention. He seems to be an honorable man. And you seem awfully tense.
He was my paladin. Quote unquote.
I see. I'd like to insight check to see if that's resentment for me using his name or if he's a piece of shit. That's a nat 1, so 6.
She hates you.
Oh,
She hates me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it. That's fair. Would you be able to contact him?
She shakes her head and she leaves the tent. She looks right pissed. You watch as Kendra's like, Honore. She'll be fine. She's.
I don't understand. From everything you told me, Audrey, he was the good one.
He's good at leading the others. It doesn't mean he's a good person.
On that note, Who are the good people in this camp? Who are the people we need to keep an eye on and not harm?
The other clerics we preferred, though one of them's kind of a bitch. Hey. They all kind of point at the one person who swore. Like,
Yikes.
no, bad.
It's
Kendra
just-
kind of shrinks in place. He's like, sorry.
It's just as important to have hit targets as well as people we need to protect.
Hmm.
Well, protect is a strong word.
Yeah.
But
Alright,
it is
we're
the
doing
word that
this.
we need to use.
Look,
Let's-
Audrey,
This is assuming they're all trying to kill us.
they're going to try to kill you. Audrey, and like you watch as Audrey kind of turns to Kendra. Kendra's like, we don't have the same hangups that you do. We're ready for this to be done.
Ooh.
You see kind of Audrey kind of bite her lip a little bit.
Listen, there's no need not to consider all options. Look, there's another paladin, Leonel. Do any of you know him?
Yeah, we know him. He's more of a bleeding heart, if anything.
Good. Yes. No, that is good.
I could
I
use
need
that.
to get a message potentially to someone inside of the camp.
What?
Remy, I don't think it's going to work like that. If we try to send a message to anybody else left in that camp, they're going to be alerted to it.
Yeah,
we want this to
radio-
be a surprise first and foremost.
Silence is best right now until we formulate a proper plan of attack.
I think the best form of attack is trying to. If we want this to end, we cut the head off the snake and the body will die.
Pardon me. That guy, Athtar, he's the leader. He ain't going anywhere alone. He'll be surrounded by everybody if he even leaves the
He
camp.
always-
But
You know,
if
I
we can
guess
get
so.
him to at least engage us in conversation, we can lay down.
Oh, Gruel kind of walks over and just you hear you feel a huge hand on your side, Rami, as Gruel looks down. Take it from me. He leans in really close to your face and taps at where his missing horn is. That doesn't go so well.
Take it from me, I'm not talking to negotiate. I wish to lay out a challenge.
And what about that in your company when you lay out this challenge,
Then we kill him. If he believes himself to be a herald, if he believes himself to be this avatar of the light, we use that against him. If his righteous fury is as he says, then he should defend it. If he believes us to be nothing but ants, he should fight.
I want you to roll an athletics check for me super fast here.
Oh God, what?
Yeah,
19.
not bad. But not good enough. That's a 22.
What the fuck? What is happening?
You guys watch as Gruel grabs Remy by the throat and lifts you up, armor and all, up into the air. All the clerics kind of back off, and he looks at you and goes, "A man who kills without reason cannot be reasoned with. Do you understand?" He drops you.
He's
This
right.
is not a war game. This is war.
He's right, Remy. The time we tried talking on the boat, and look where that got us.
He tried to kill your friends, and we stole his women. There's no talking out of that.
Pretty much.
I don't want to negotiate. I want to fight him without having to kill other innocent people.
I don't think he'll go for that.
He will
That
not.
will never work.
Yeah, this guy. I remember what he did. He acted strong because of those around him. He's
I know
strong
you want
himself.
to try and be straightforward and honorable with this,
No.
but this is bold that ran us through on a massive vessel when we were on a fishing boat.
This is all of us. And people are going to die. People who deserve to die, and people who don't deserve to die. If anyone here is not okay with that, then you may cower in Auroch filth. Or you can
go ahead.
grab what you need and join the war band. Am I clear?
Hi. Yeah, question?
Popping up from behind Borky.
He turns and looks at you, Zenrio.
Okay, when you say, like, die, do you mean, like, for real?
Yes.
Yes, and for real.
Hey Monty, when he responds to Zenryo, Remy's gonna get up and punch him in the face.
Okay, roll the hit.
Oh boy.
It'd just be a strength check, right?
No, you yeah, strength check.
Don't you have a point of
proficiency with
exhaustion?
unarmed.
I do.
You do. Though your point of exhaustion does not affect attacks, so you're still good to go.
So it's an 18.
Okay, 1 second. Let me pull up his sheet super fast here. I have his modifiers,
No.
but I don't have his AC. Hold on.
Oof.
18 to hit.
Correct.
And then that's a 16. So yeah, that hits.
Okay. It's not going to be for damage. It's just going to be to slug him in the jaw.
Okay, yeah, you guys as Zenryo, you're just like, die for real, and he's like, well, yeah. Immediately you see Remy go in and he completely clocks Gruul on the side of the face. The sound echoes through the entire war room as grab some appropriate music now.
Oh, great.
Zito's just sleeping.
Yeah, Task is having a nap.
Oh my god, Task did run away.
Task is having an angry sleep.
Had those.
Snoring really aggressively.
His eyes are
You
fully
watch as
bloodshot.
Gruul reaches up and grabs his jaw and kind of like... I'm sorry, did you have something to say? I didn't hear you.
That is the last time you will question me about war. I am not afraid to kill another man. I'm trying to explore all of our options.
He's just staring you down.
Now, if we're quite done here, if you want to attack them, we need a plan of attack, because they out-armor us.
You cut out?
Oh.
They
I said if we
outrun
want...
us.
If they outnumber us and they out-armor us. If you want to attack them head-on, we're gonna need a damn good plan.
Think we could have the best of both worlds. He lays out the map and folds it out. Rest for now, and get your kobold friend when they're ready. Go have a nap. We're all tired.
Oh, I could use a nap.
Me too.
Remy's gonna march out of the room.
As you're marching, Gruul would like to grab you by the shoulder.
What?
You just broke clan law.
Gonna shrug his hand away from me and walk. He will visibly see that Remy is furious, even with the helmet on.
Gruul kind of turns to the rest of you. Well, get going.
All right. Borky just picks up the sword and grabs Zenryo by the shoulder. Come on,
This leave. Let them fight.
Okay. I'm still playing with my paddle ball.
Actually, who of the clerics are actually left?
It is going to be Kendra, Maria, and Evelina, and Audrey's there, and Audrey's just like mom and dad just had a fight, and they're all just stiffened, like just not moving. or talking.
Greckles actually walk over to her, and like try to just put a hand on her shoulder.
I actually need your help with something.
Me?
Yes, you and all of you. Looking over the rest of the clerics. This is a little drastic, but it's something I think might help. Come on,
Okay.
let's go.
All right, they follow. Gruul doesn't stop you. As you guys all leave the tent for various reasons.
This has been awkward.
Are you behind Panic? Are you just standing there with Gruul?
Yeah, Panic was just standing there, just like this is the first time he's seen a daddy hit mommy situation since
Gruul's mommy?
he's just sort of
Oh, that's the wrong music. I'm so sorry. That's
Oh,
more terrifying
jeez.
than I wanted it to be. Hold on.
well.
Welp.
Still have it. He flosses into the camp.
Oh, hello, everyone. No. You stand there, and Gruul just kind of huffs and then collapses down on his throne. Just kind of dragging his hands down his face. What?
Sorry about him. I cast Healing Word.
He's fine. He's like, the moment you start casting, he's like, no. Fine.
No.
I don't want the medicine.
No, not in front of the guys.
Whatever you say. I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
Your clan, do they have any war songs or anything like that?
Drums?
Just drums?
Just drums, he says. He just kind of shakes his head and puts his head in
I mean, only drums. No lyrics.
Shout too. No lyrics, no. We roar like the demons of Ganesh, striking fear into our enemies.
Can I
He's
see if
right.
Can I see if
We
there's like
can't-
pen and paper around here?
Sure, go ahead.
Do I have to roll, or can I just pick up some?
There's birch bark and charcoal from the fire. That's what you guys have been using to kind of plan out things. You don't really have the convenience of a quill and ink. Well,
Okay. All right. Well, I'll just grab some of that, and I'll be like, I guess I got some work to do. All right. Have a good night.
Hey,
Huh?
you have horns too.
Yes.
And
Yes, I
yet
do.
And yet you live.
I beg your pardon?
Is it because you are level-headed that you were let to live?
Panic sort of closes his eyes. Not quite.
There are more like you.
A lot more. But where I come from, I was the only one. I sort of lived because I was hot-headed, actually. When I lived on the streets, I lied, I cheated, I steal.
Kind of rests his, puts his hands together and rests forward on his knees. Do you have children?
I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't?
The best answer.
That's the best answer.
What do you mean you don't think so?
Well, there's this. No, I don't have children.
He looks at you so confused right now. How do you forget something like that?
There's a little girl back in Elevast I take care of, sort of like a daughter, but not really.
So it's somewhat similar then. Here we all take care of the young equally. It's easiest,
Kind of.
healthiest way to do it.
Found the kidnapped on the pirate ship. It was crazy.
Right. And then you kidnapped her.
Oh my god!
Is it really considered kidnapping if you're stealing her back from bad people? It's sort of like a Robin Hood situation at that point.
Oh, so surprise adoption then.
Who's Robin Hood?
Yeah.
Gruul just shakes his head. That's kidnap.
Yeah, but the difference is she's happy.
It's a happy stealing.
Wow! This is going in so many twisted turns.
You had the point about asking me about children. Let's get back to that.
I don't know if I want to now. But very well if it'll muse you. But I'll be sure to. One moment. He kind of gets up and pokes his head out of the tent. You hear him whisper some words. Roll a perception check.
Perception, and this will be a disadvantage because fatigue.
Yeah. This one's a fatigue.
Oh god.
No, you don't hear what he says. But one of the orcs kind of nods, leans in and looks at you, nods to Gruul, and then disappears. Thanks. He comes back and he sits down. Right, what were we talking about? My problems?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Panic sits down with glasses and plaid and little pipe. So when did it all go astray?
So, you were going somewhere
That was?
with asking me if I had a
Well,
child.
I wasn't sure if your type was allowed to have children like here. Was my only curiosity.
Oh. You know, I don't actually know. I know a lot of people see me as sort of a freak. And
Join the club. I mean, you're part of my clan now, so you technically are, but you know what I mean.
I've joined the freak club since birth, trust me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, seen as dangerous or sneaky or conniving and not to be trusted just because I have horns and my eyes glow in the darkness.
Those women seem scared of us. Did you notice that?
We're sort of the antithesis of all they've ever believed.
Fair enough.
Good grief.
Cause like, yeah,
Down to the slugger. I'll tell you fucking phones.
The Birdman and the Kobold.
Yeah?
I understand where they're coming from. One wants the most clear path, and the other one wants a more complicated path. I've seen what that man could do. The Clerics didn't. And he leans forward to you. He walks in flame. And the moment you turn your back, even for a moment, that's it. There's no honor there. Who are we to tell of dishonor?
I knew that they were dishonorable the moment they rammed into our vessel. Parley is not an option.
We're not equals in their eyes.
We should kill them all.
I would like to. I do. But it's not so easy. I think if we're going to do this, we need to take people out quietly and then pick off what's left.
That could probably work.
But we'll see. For now, you should also rest.
Yep. I grab
Also,
charcoal, parchment.
Also,
Hmm.
if you were to pick a cleric,
Oh my god!
There it goes.
which one do you like the most? Except for Audrey, because she's
Off limits.
she's off limits.
What was the name of the sort of the leader of the group?
Hanore.
That was Honore. You know that's the one that's in love with Kendra.
Honore is feisty, but she's taken. I mean, why choose?
Roll a persuasion check. Oh my god.
9.
Girl looks at you and goes, "Yeah, this conversation's over. You can go."
Okay, bye.
say giggity before you leave.
Hey, Monty,
Mm-hmm.
would Borky, Greckles, and Zenrio have come into the tent where we're all sleeping while Panic was talking?
Yeah, you guys are all in there.
Can Remy have a quick second with them?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. When the three of you walk in, you will see Remy sitting on, I guess, wherever the sleeping cots or bags or dirt are.
It's
he
like
will-
sleeping furs. It's like a wolf pelt on the ground.
So insert pelt here.
I technically was running off with the clerics. I was going to
you're
do
at
the
the
thing.
cleric.
Oh, you're with the clerics. All right. So whoever
Yeah.
walks into the tent, I guess it's Borky and Zenrio.
Yeah, you're getting some nuanced people.
It's true. There's nothing nuanced about this. You both will see Remy staring at the helmet, looking like he's trying to choke back emotions. And you can see his hands are visibly shaking along with the helm.
You know, for someone who's supposed to be on review right now, you sure aren't taking a lot of time off, are you?
We're not in Alavast anymore, Borky.
Out of character, are we out of Alavast, or we're just on the edge of it?
You are still on the continent of Alavast, but you are on the edge of the actual, like, what has been discovered, essentially. No one's come this far to the coast because of these orcs. So you guys are kind of the first people romping around in this land.
Aren't we cool?
Yeah.
Pioneers.
That's true. For what it's worth, I think the frustrating thing is you're both right. Both you and Gru. You're right. The tactic should work, but I don't think it will. Because you're not dealing with a rational man. You're dealing with a guy who would chain up and kick off a ship 4 people unarmed. It's not something a rational person would do. It's not something you would do. And in the end, you should be able to sit down. It's weird for me, a barbarian, to be saying that. But the thing is, Gru, I know he's okay, and I might seem to get along with him pretty well, but in this instance, I think he's right. We can't get away from killing. Just no way. We can prevent as much as we can. We got them girls out of there, which I'm happy about. That plan worked, because we all worked together. And we gotta work together in the same way, even if some of us don't like how it goes down when that fighting starts. We can't stop until that leader, Athtar, Westcott, and Aiden are dead. If I had my way, I'd trick them out to the water and make them drown, so they can know what it's like. It's what they've done to a bunch of innocent goddamn people.
Yeah, I've always wondered what it would be like to drown too.
Fuck.
It's rough.
I mean, he was there to see that.
Yeah, it looks like it really sucks.
Borky, I believe you're right. As we sit here and fight amongst ourselves, it only makes them stronger.
Exactly.
Why I shouldn't have hit him in the first place.
He's an orc. He'll get you back.
You'll see Remy throw. You'll see Remy throw the helmet on the ground as it like kicks up some dirt.
Clank, 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 clank.
Borky, there have only been 2 times in my entire life that I have felt powerless. One of them was in that camp, tied up for who knows how long. And the other time is when I had to run from my home. It affects me, Borky, and I don't know why. I thought...
Borky
picked me up by my neck. I couldn't even move.
Borky sits down beside him.
You have to accept that which you can't control, because then you control that which you have accepted. He choked you because you pissed him off. You decked him because he pissed you off. Reason why, I can't say. The difference between when you left home and when you were in that camp is you got 4 people, us together, got those people out. And we can still do something. And we can kill the sons of bitches who try to kill your friends. No matter what happens next, we work together. We have power in that.
You're right. Have either of you ever feared something?
Yeah.
He's looking at Borky and Zen.
Yeah, I'm scared of something. Scared of being in a place where everyone hates me again. That's why I love Alavast. That's why I'm okay with killing these men. And no matter what, because in the end, Alavast's safety comes first. It's a place where even a big dumb orc like me can own a bar. Some god.
Zenrio, as Remy says that, your mind takes you back to a memory.
Mm-hmm.
Your mother crying over top of you,
Mm-hmm.
a feeling of immense pain rushing through your body.
Mm-hmm.
Your father pacing back and forth, biting at his fins
Mm-hmm.
as you're brought back into consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
And the uncertainty of days after that as strange phenomenon around you happen.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately you're brought back to the moment.
Uh-huh.
Borky, before something says, and spiders. God, spiders.
God, spiders are weird. They've got so many legs.
Right?
I didn't need more than two.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, I'm scared. There's stuff that scares me, and there's stuff that scares everybody. And I think what scares me the most is uncertainty and not knowing what's gonna happen. I mean, life is so unpredictable and crazy and wild that you never understand what's gonna happen next, and you can never really be sure about anything. And so I think that's what scares me the most. And so I think what you need to do is look inside yourself and say what is cool and what is uncool, and try and do the cool thing. But realize that sometimes, even if you want to do the cool thing, that life may not let you do the cool thing. And you might think, oh, well, I got to do the uncool thing. But don't think that that's always the option. Maybe there's another way that you can do the cool thing.
Borky just sits there, looks at him. God damn it, you need to write a book.
Yeah, well, I've been thinking about that. People sometimes tell me that what I say is, really cool.
I suppose you could call it the rule of cool then.
Yeah!
Ooh!
Yeah! Oh!
Out of character! Ooh!
We've been running for 15 hours. I'm trying to sleep.
Task, you are not even like 5 feet away from them. This is not a big
He's
deal.
angry
I'm sorry,
sleeping.
I had to flavor that. It was too
You have somehow, despite losing all of your possessions, Task has like a sleeping mask. With like,
I guess he has like the cucumbers.
yeah, except for it's like a sleeping mask.
It's made of like the orc cow
Well,
skin.
that explains why his scales are so exfoliated all the time.
Yeah.
He is
it's
so he's so moist all the time.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
That was just too easy to let slip.
Oh god, yeah. I was waiting for it. I'm like, any moment now. Any
Oh yeah,
moment
I was
now,
sitting there. I was like,
happen.
oh, he's setting this. It's too easy. But if you want to switch to Greckles, oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Meanwhile, Greckles, you walk with all of the clerics, and as you walk, you do see Honore currently like just kicking a rock. She's like, just like angrily kicking a rock, and like the other orcs are like making more arrows, and they just turn and they're just like, we're just not gonna look at that. We're just gonna pretend that's not happening. But
okay.
Kendra does leave the collection of you and walks over to her, and you see the two kind of begin to converse, and they kind of like they embrace each other in a hug, and like Kendra kind of calms her down, and
I photorealistic Greckles look at them like with a tilted head, like, is this okay? Can I come in now?
You get the sense you can approach him at any point.
This is going to sound very strange, and if it sounds a little sacrilegious, then I apologize, but there's something I could use your help with.
Yes. Honore, are you okay? I'm okay. Thank you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just mad.
Okay, well, we all get mad.
Yeah, we do.
I would like your help in prayer.
To kind of look at you, kind of bewildered. You're a worshiper of Orin?
I've had experiences, and they've led me to believe that Orin's not evil, and Solar's certainly not evil, and
Well, certainly not. Orin's not evil.
Well, you have to understand from an outsider's perspective, especially someone like gestures around him, myself. Experiences haven't been that good, but in the grand scheme of things, they've been good. And if anything, before all this happens, I'd love to possibly seek some clairvoyance and maybe even comfort. I don't know. It's very confusing, I know. But based on
They all kind of begin to laugh and giggle at you a little bit. Wow.
I haven't had a lot of direction in my life, and it's been in a weird place now where I'm starting to see some of it. And I'll be very candid with all of you because of the sacrifice you made. Soleandris actually changed my mind about a lot of things, and one of them is how I look at Orin and Solar.
Yeah, Solar is her father. That's right.
Right.
Mm.
I have a special relationship with Sully.
Insight check from all 4 of them. The moment you say that.
Okay.
They all just go,
was-
G.
G.
Slowly photorealistic turning. Relationship.
Oh man, Honori rolled a 1.
Oh.
Okay, and then Kendra. Okay, that's pretty good. That's Maria's not paying attention, and neither is Evelina.
That's
God.
That's unfortunate.
That's a 23 from Kendra, inciting you.
Well, that's fine. Do they want to Greckles is
They
not going
want-
to hold
they're-
anything back. So
They're trying to read what the relationship is, whether it's a friendship, it's
Oh.
romantic, or if you have
It's-
feelings for her, anything like that, or
It's
like
a
the
ve-
value you have on Soli, essentially, and the reason why.
This is going to sound strange coming from someone like myself, but it's a very strong bond. Friendship seems too weak, but definitely not relationship. But
You're like a paladin and a cleric, but you're not married to each other.
I suppose that, forgive my crassness for putting it, but let me put it in this sort of picture. Shadow cannot exist without light, and I work in the shadows. But Soli's been kind of like a light source for me. She's watched over me, and I've watched over her. We've got this sort of opposite but equal thing, and we work together very, very well.
You hear Maria just mutter under her breath, so not like a paladin and a cleric at all. And one of them goes, Maria, it's like, sorry.
No. It's okay. It's a different relationship, and it's a very good one.
It'd be nice to
And-
meet her one day. Soleandris.
Well, maybe you'll get the opportunity, depending on how things go. I know she could definitely use some more sisterhood, definitely. But the thing that I want all of you to understand is that she is still active, she still worships, and most of all, her abilities still fully function. Orin has not left her.
Audrey kind of turns. He goes, they haven't left me either.
That's why I believe that maybe seeking out some clarity and advice from Orin or Solar or someone in prayer might be beneficial.
You watch as Evelina rummages through her robes, and she procures something which is familiar to you but a bit different.
Mm-hmm.
So as you notice, these clerics, and all you guys would have noticed this, their holy symbols were different than the one that Solly would carry around.
Mm.
They're more elaborate in nature, very decorative, and also the form of it is quite different. Because a traditional one, like what Solly was carrying, was basically just a sun medallion sort of looking thing, like just like the circle in the middle and then the different rays coming out. Theirs are like diamond shaped, like almost like stars almost. But as you watch Evelina pull out this older symbol, it's very beautiful. It's kind of like a burnished bronze almost with a few semi-precious gems in it. She offers that to you and she goes, then you're gonna probably need this. She hands it to you.
Greckles will take it in both hands and do the bow thing, like taking the name card.
Oh, Evelina enjoys it and she bows too. She turns to the other clerics and goes, I love this place.
I don't know what to think at the moment, and I don't know if I could allow myself to become a full-fledged, I don't know, a worshiper, something along those lines. But if there's anything that Soliander's taught me, is that not everyone from the United Clergy of Orin is evil, and all of you, continue to prove that fact. And maybe I just want to understand a little bit better.
One thing that scares us, though, Honore kind of looks up to you, is how many people are in Periton and in the Void.
That's fair. But, and correct me if I'm wrong, but is the best thing to do right now to seek some sort of guidance?
Yes. Midday. Meet us in wherever the center of this place is. They kind of just look around in the general chaos.
Understood. I do appreciate how kind and candid you have been with me. I know it may not be easy.
Well, with you it's easy enough, but the Kobold's a little hard, to be honest. I mean this with no offense, but they're a menace back home. Really awful, just, frothing at the mouth and more like animals. It's surprising to see one wearing clothes, to be honest.
Well, Go ahead.
The real terror, though, the real scary ones is the devil man in your company.
Oh, you mean Panic?
Yeah.
Oh, you have absolutely nothing to worry about with him. He's a big softie.
I mean, after what happened in the Crimson Isles and the Red Death, demons or devils are just, she kind of shudders a bit.
Well, something that you might find interesting, and maybe even unexpected. Haha. Roll credits. Where we're from, everyone isn't what they seem to be. For example, we own a modest tavern, and our cook is half halfling and half fish. Not sure how else to put that.
Like that clown-looking fellow, the orange fellow.
Kind of, yeah. Just possibly a little more scary, but he's an absolute delight. Nothing is as it seems to be. That's the one thing I've learned living in Alavas, definitely. And I mean, look at this. I mean, we're having this conversation. Well, this is rather unexpected.
Yeah. Oh, what was your name again?
Greckles Birdman.
Greckles Birdman.
That's my name. I'm sticking to it. You leave me alone.
Turning it long. I just like how you didn't notice. Never mind. I can't say anything. I'm metagaming then.
Okay.
I gotta be quiet. I gotta be quiet.
Thank you. If you see Solly again, tell her that her doubts only ones.
That wait, what? Her doubts what?
That her doubts aren't the only ones that exist.
Okay.
Honestly, I have more faith in her right now than the speaker. And all the other clerics gasp and look at Honore like she's just, like...
You said a bad.
Really bad. She goes, I do!
Listen.
Nonsense invading foreign shores. It's ridiculous.
In her defense, Sully's the one that got me thinking about all of this, so take that for what you will.
We are gonna rest, though.
No, that's fair. She always seemed to have a very strong passion for helping those in the darkness understand what the light meant. But I suppose that's for another time. You all must be tired, so I'll see you midday then.
Thank you so much for the talk.
Mm-hmm.
We do appreciate it. It's nice to have friends here. Audrey, where are we supposed to sleep? And Audrey's like, over here. She kind of points out a thing. And they all kind of go about their business. And Evelina kind of shoots you the finger crossbows. She's like, yeah. And she runs off. It's so bizarre. And it's not like forced. She's just like along for the ride. She has not a worry in the world. It just seems to be her personality.
She's the quasi Panic of the group. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, in a way. Or like the Zenryo of their group, more or less.
Separated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I guess with that, I'll make way back to the tents and rest until midday.
Yeah, you guys watch as Greckles makes it through. At this point, you guys have been kind of having some time to putt around, sharpen some swords, clean off if you want to clean off the face paint and the disguise as he's starting to sweat a little bit and it's starting to
Borky
drip.
removes his makeup. Yes, it's bad for your skin.
Yeah, you just take one quick sneeze and you're just like kind of clean it all up.
Wanted to do one last thing before I go to sleep.
Yeah, you're walking still. You're kind of walking. You even see at this point like Grekel's leaving the clerics and the clerics kind of finding their way.
Greckles.
Oh God. Oh, don't sneak up on me like that. I'm not used to it.
Do you have Liza's mask?
I do not. I believe Task has it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we don't want to wake him up. What you thinking?
Every time that I'm in peril, like when I'm dying or when I'm at the end of my rope, I see a porcelain mask saying riddles at me.
The same one?
No. The one I see is different.
Hmm.
And one of those clerics said she had it with her and she could sense something.
Do you
I
think
kind
that...
of
I'm sorry.
I want to see what I can find out.
Well, I'm meeting up with him midday if you want to come by then. Do you think that it's at all possible that another fragment is trying to talk to you?
It's very possible.
I mean,
Yes.
Lies did say that they were but a single fragment of a once powerful deity.
Clasp a hand on Grekel's shoulder. Can you steal that mask for me?
Maybe?
Who do you think he is?
A rogue.
DreamWorks faces at him.
I could go in and see if Task has it just sitting down somewhere and I could just pick it up.
That'd work.
I mean, technically it belongs to all of us, so...
Yeah, but I need it right now.
Okay, exit stage left. I'll go see if I can get me that mask.
I will say roll a stealth check to start.
Oh boy, this is fun. This is
And you will have
disadvantage
it.
too, isn't it?
No, this is with advantage.
Oh, is it?
Because
Okay,
he's sleeping.
Oh,
Task is
18.
sleeping.
18.
And we've confirmed that he has a very nice eye cover. So
Man, that was fluffing.
Yeah, boy.
plus the mask is pretty big compared to Task. It's not like it's in a pocket or something. It would be next to his
Pocket
It wouldn't be
Task
on.
himself.
So it's an
It could
18 on
be
the
in
stealth.
like it could be that's yeah, you're good to pass a 15. So
Okay.
you sneak into the tent. Everyone's kind of going about their business. You hide behind an orc who's sleeping on his side. You kind of like peek your head over him as he's just like
Are we all watching him do this?
No, he's stealthed.
I mean, they could check.
You guys can perception check if you want to, but I mean
It's for flavor reasons. It's okay.
Yeah, this would be amusing.
This is a freaking real life version of Don't Wake Daddy.
That's a 13.
you don't see him.
19.
You see him.
I'm not gonna say anything.
You just see a bird beak poke out from over top of this sleeping orc.
Doom, 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 doom.
All right, roll a sleight of hand. Greckles?
Oh, it's an
Oh yeah, yeah. like you reach up your arm and almost like an animation, your arm just grows and grabs the mask and then brings it back.
Did I just punch both a mask?
You did, yes.
Fantastic.
Just imagine this
Yeah.
long, elongated thin bird arm slowly.
Yeah, you have that. You have that in your hand at the moment. It feels the exact same as it used to. That cold porcelain.
Yeah. Alright,
No cracks in it anymore.
I will take that up to panic then.
Down periscope.
Down beak scope. All right. It was actually a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be, but here you go, buddy.
I'll take the mask. Thanks. I'll see what I can find out. You have
You're
yourself a
welcome.
good night.
You too, man.
Okay, you guys go in for a nap.
Yep.
Yep.
What are you gonna do
Until
with the
midday.
mask panic?
I will wear it as I sleep.
You guys all kind of turn over in your sleeping furs that you were provided. And you guys are really tired. I mean, you've been up since like 4 or 5 a.m. and you just had like a full-on marathon. You guys eat some food. You are served some food. Just it's tasteless though. You know why Gruul wants to set up trade. It's there. The food has no flavor here. It's sustenance.
The spice trade.
Mhm.
The spice must flow.
You guys eat what you do. Mostly like boiled eggs and like hunted game seems to be kind of the main staple here. Some dried fish as well, which is the best part of it. You guys all head off to bed.
Well, I don't want to miss that midday rally.
Yeah, you'll be up. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You guys lie down. Panic, you take Liza's mask, and as you lie down, your back kind of hitting the head portion of the wolf pelt. You take the mask and you gently lay it on top of your own, and you feel a cold feeling as you kind of, cowboy sleep cross your arms and kind of go in for a nap. Did you want something you wanted to do, Zenrio?
Yeah. Would it be possible to find an apple somewhere around this camp, or is that not anything that would be in there?
Survival check. It's
I
out
can
of
try.
season, but you can try.
You know what? I'm gonna take advantage on this with Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
Not that I'm very good at this. Survival, you said?
Yeah.
16.
That's a good call.
16? Okay. Unfortunately, you don't find any apples because it's out of season. But you do find a wild strawberry bush.
Okay, nice. Can I pick some strawberries?
Sure. Knowledge nature too as you're doing this.
Okay, you got it. That's a 17.
Wait a second, you're not from anywhere else but Alfast. Never mind, you wouldn't know this. They're
Okay.
not poisonous. They're not
Okay.
poisonous. I'll give you that with the nature check, but you
Okay.
wouldn't, as a character, you wouldn't know something else, so it wouldn't work. You find some wild strawberries, and they're very delicious.
I want to keep. How many clerics do we have?
There are four now. Five now.
Four new ones, so 5 total.
I
Yeah,
want to
5 total.
keep. I want to keep 5 of them. I'll eat one because they look good,
Okay.
and I will keep 5 of them.
Yeah, you keep 5 big, juicy. They're about the size of like I almost said a toonie, but you guys are Americans, so you don't know.
I know what a
those are.
toonie is.
It's like the size of $1, but slightly bigger.
Like it's like a
worth
silver
2
dollar.
loonies.
It is.
Oh, you and your silly Monopoly money up
For
there.
a wild berry, it's decent size.
Okay,
But-
I'm going somewhere with this. Just bear with me.
berry with you.
Bear with me. I was gonna say it. Just bear with me. Bear with
Sorry,
me.
it's contagious.
Are the clerics still awake? Or are they asleep
They're
now?
in the women's tent, and
Okay, so
you
I'll wait.
know, going near the women's tent is not a good idea.
That's dumb even for Zen. I will hold these berries with me. I'll put them in my bag or whatever.
You
and
got a
take
little
them back.
pocket.
Yeah,
that you
that's
can
fine.
Put them in.
I'll put them in my pocket.
All
Okay,
right.
that's fine. That's all I wanted to do.
Yeah, you lie down and you also kind of relax and just let the sound of the rushing wind kind of take you.
Okay.
Panic.
Mm-hmm.
You drift into sleep. You have a few dreams here and there. One about how you're performing and you forgot to put on your pants.
It was my best-selling show.
And then there's nothing. Just nothing. And you're just standing there. Wisdom saving throw.
Three?
Wisdom saving throw.
Natural 1.
Wisdom saving throw.
5.
Wisdom saving throw.
3 again.
Wisdom saving throw.
13.
You walk. You walk. You walk. You walk. On and on and on and on. And there's nothing. Until you look down and there's an edge. And you look out, and it's nothing. And you feel deep down inside of you, through every fiber of your being, the most painful loneliness that you could ever fathom in your entire life. It hurts. And you wake up in your sleeping furs. Everybody else surrounding you, as you take the mask off, there are tears streaming down your eyes.
Felt that before.
Do you take the mask in your hand?
Well, yeah, I don't set it down. It's still in my hand.
Okay. You turn it around. You see one of your tears running down the eye of Liza's.
You're lonely. Sort of lean down and press my head against the forehead of Liza's mask.
Cold porcelain.
When we're done here, I'll come visit you soon.
Cold porcelain. That is where we'll take a break.
All right.
Ooh, okay.
Real fast before I head out and go get some water. Probate. Thank you for the 10,000 bits. Zenryo's Rule of Cool will go on to be a bestseller despite having only one page.
Yup.
Thank you so much.
It's less of a book and more of just a pamphlet. But yeah.
It's good.
Oh,
it's
God.
good.
I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
What for me? Of Oriara on it for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, well that happened, guys.
I will be right back.
That is not how I expected that session to go. Hi, chat. I'm back. Am I by myself? Is anybody left? You don't leave me?
I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here.
you're still here. Okay, good.
I'm gonna get up here in a second, but
Oh, gosh darn it. They always leave me alone. Remy's going to jail. Boy, I hope not. Because they don't really do jail out here. They just kind of like take your head off. Shell, I'm not familiar with the game on Sunday. I didn't realize there was a game. Interesting. There's a lot of games that happen. So, you know, that's how it goes. How about that mask, though, right? Yes, those wisdom saving throws were awful. Good grief. Roll 20. Come on now. 3, nat 1, 5, 3, 13. Like, I guess I'll have the 13 at the end. Lucky number 13, just to cap it all off. Zeismos, 3 months in a row, tier 1 sub. You guys are always the highlight of my week. Thanks so much for everything. Oh, thank you, dude. We appreciate you. How much do I know about Lies as a player? A lot. How much do I know as a character? None. And no, hanging out with the chat is not that bad. Yes, I feel your pain, Saints fans. I'm so sorry. I am the rogue. I'm all by myself. It's all good. We'll eventually all come back. Oh, hi, Grex.
I need an orange. I need some vitamin C.
Get some orange, G.
Aha.
I'm
gonna be
so
dead.
Gorilla Azul, first time watching live. What's up, dude? Thank you for popping by.
I'm gonna die as soon as this thing's over with.
Please don't die. And I have no idea who's gonna win the Super Bowl. I honestly am not even worried about it. I feel bad saying that, but yay.
Poor
Would
lad.
Remy be down to multi-class and a paladin? Maybe. Who knows? We'll see if the role play happens. Marcus with 200 bits. Hey, Bosco, glad I can step and watch you guys on my new schedule. Well, I'm glad that we can entertain you with our same schedule.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, what up, Octo?
Hello, I'm back.
Yay.
I'm gonna mess up this name so bad. Sarase just subscribed with the tier 1 sub. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Gaijin, you got cold or allergies? The chat wants to know.
I had a massive allergy attack yesterday. It left me like really sore, and then at about sometime between 1 and 3, my face was swelling up so bad with inflammation that it was physically excruciating.
Ooh, that's awful.
Yeah, I didn't sleep much, and it made me really mad because today's Aki's birthday, and I wanted to do like a lot of really nice things for her, and I didn't get to do everything I wanted to do, so I was actually pretty pissed off at myself.
I mean, it happens. We've all had those days where we just can't be productive.
Yeah.
Grimmith with 300 bits. When Panic was wearing Liza's mask, I was curious if the mask shenanigans was going to happen. I'm kind of glad that it didn't.
Oh, God.
What?
Whoa.
The
Probate.
Punganin with
holy shit.
500 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 510 bits. Listening to this while prepping my first ever campaign tomorrow. Never played before, and I'm the DM. Wish me luck. Oh, good grief. Good luck. I'm sure you'll do great. Crow the Immortal just subscribed with a tier 1 sub. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Manly Torchick, I think I got that right. Just subscribed to tier 1 sub. 20 months in a row. 20 months of greatness. Can't wait for the ARC finale. So excited. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Milla Ninja with 100 bits. Greetings from the frozen vortex where it's negative 20 Fahrenheit. Had D&D earlier. Glad to be watching live. We appreciate you watching live. Probate. Here we go again. 2, 3, 8, 9. 20,000 bits. Does Dr. Weird Greckle's insurance cover inter-party thieving either by Rogue's will or at the direction of another player?
No, listen. Dr. Wade Greckle's insurance does cover external rogue affairs, but only between the hours of 6 a.m. and 9 a.m., as well as the hours of 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Only those times. If you are robbed at any other time, besides those times, you need to fill out Form C1A Dr. Weird 3. That will put you on the separate insurance plan for additional rogue coverages.
I don't know what that voice is, but I love it. That was
you guys have missed magic with Probate, Malarvik, and the gang. And Rabbit. They've created something beautiful, and I have rolled with it so hard you have no idea.
Oh, is that like Investigator Greckles or?
No, it's Dr. Look. No,
Dr. Greckles.
No, Dr. Weird Greckles. Dr. Weird Greckles sells Dr. Weird Greckles insurance, and people will all the time ask questions about this insurance policy, and I answer those questions.
Oh my god.
There's even a picture of Dr. Weird Greckles. Would you like to see?
Yes, please.
Go for it.
I want to see this.
Defection Sheep. Would you allow Pistol Shrimp Aquatic 3-screen to use Elder Splashes?
Yes!
Oh, yes. We have to answer that.
Who drew that? That's cute.
That was.
What is that?
That was done by Ruby Flash.
Is that?
Oh, really?
That's like Old Man Greckles.
No, it's Dr. Weird Greckles.
That works too.
Also, I caught my rats in a pineapple swing. There you go.
What did you do? Monty, why?
I'm sorry. I walk back and I look at that Greckles picture and I just hear, "Too proud to show your own face."
No, Zito, it's Dr. Weird Greckles. He sells Dr. Weird Greckles.
I heard that.
Speaking of, there's somebody in the chat named Dr. Weird Greckles with 500 bits. Dr. Weird Greckles insurance covers all sorts of thievery not committed by birds or birdmen.
There you go. There you go. Listen, send the children away. I gotta talk to the adults about Dr. Weird Greckles insurance.
Thora 81 1,100 bits. I really appreciate you guys tonight. Thank you. Aw, we appreciate you. Fenrir lives with 100 bits. Hey Bosco, super excited to hear about Trails of Cold 3, Steel 3 getting localized. Can't wait to hear more Maki soon. Oh, thank you, dude. I didn't even realize that was a thing yet.
Hey, real quick, Ruby Flash wants to put a link in the chat of the picture. Can we do that?
Yes, there's mods. PM Ghost is there, and I think Shahalam's there. So.
Grizzly Adams, 100 bits. Greckles Birdman, Dr. Weird Greckles insurer at law.
Listen, talk to my lawyer if you have any further questions about Dr. Weed Crackle's insurance. Otherwise, please call me between the hours of 5 a.m. and 3:30 p.m.
Jesus, that's like the specialist I had to go see when I
I'm-
was on a different town. The
I'm-
weirdest hours.
From Scat Flippers, 150 bits. Gaijin's wifey's birthday. It's my hubby's birthday, and he got fired from his job. Oh no!
Oh, no.
I'm sure us just being here for them is enough. Oh, that sucks. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
That super sucks.
Probate with another 6,000 bits. Come on, those are the worst times to cover, as those are the least active time for thieves.
Listen,
and
listen,
now you're learning.
If you have a problem with the Dr. Weed Crackle's policy, please call my associate Shannon. She works my front desk. Please call her between the hours.
Whoa,
of
she
3
works your what?
Please call her at the hours of 3 a.m. to 4:30, 12 p.m.
This is amazing, and I want
No,
more of
that's
it.
nothing. No, Dr. Weird Greckles is a little senile.
I come back to probate dropping 26,000 bits.
Yeah. By the way, we're at Hawk 1775 if you want to take it from here.
Oh my god! No, oh my god! Probate, thank you so much for the 26,000 bits. What the?
Yep. He was going crazy while you were going.
Yeah.
Look, he
Hopefully
wanted
his
some Dr. Weird
computer
Greckles.
gets fixed too.
Yeah.
Yeah, fix your computer before you spoil us, dude.
We almost
please.
hold a candle.
He's
aloft.
good. It sounds like he's got it covered.
Yeah, he is
but
good
it's
for it.
still, It's farts though. It sucks when that happens. Super hard.
Yeah,
That's what
I know
happened
that.
to mine.
I know that
So
feeling
Hawk,
too.
1775, 100 bits. When Panic keeps making the worst saving throws in history, and you're ready for him to drop dead from an ancient deity magic. Sorry.
Oh yeah, ready for my alignment to change to like lawful evil or something.
Tororo 209, 300 bits. 3D chess is chess 2. First time in live. Well, welcome. We appreciate you. Tuka Hootie 202 just subscribed with a tier 1 sub. Much appreciated, good
Lore
sir.
Ryder, thank you.
Lore Rider with 100 bits. Starting session 1 of my new campaign this Sunday. I've learned a lot about DMing and story writing from watching you guys and seeing what Monty does. That, and I met most of my players through the stream. Nice.
Woo.
Nettle Norseman with 300 bits. First time bit drop. I wonder if Iggy could remake the crab with the dwarf instructions. Also go Pats. Boo. But thank you for the 300 bits.
Is everybody back now? Are we waiting on Octo?
Who roots for that for the snobby team in the
probably people from New England, which makes sense.
We're all back,
Monty. We're all back.
Zito, you're here.
Yep.
Zito's here.
And then Gaijin's here. Okay, we're good to start.
All right.
That's good.
All right. The rest of you guys wake up, panic as you kind of sit there in the bed. You are literally shaken at the moment. So it does take you a few minutes to get out of this, essentially a funk. But eventually you kind of come back and you're feeling more of yourself than before. It still hits you. It's like a bad nightmare almost. But like the worst nightmare you've ever had. The rest of you all rise from your sleep.
As Remy gets up, everyone will see that it looks like he didn't sleep very well either.
Borky just cracks his neck.
It's time to get oaky. It's time to get bulky. Raw.
Oh man, what time is it?
Rise and shine, friends.
Greco's just gonna peek out and look for the sun to figure out what time of day it might be.
It is raining.
Shit.
A small light rain shower has seemed to have come in.
Do I hear rain outside?
Yeah, there's a lot of rain. Oh god.
Remy's gonna grab the helmet he threw on the floor, grab it, and put it back on.
Well,
He's gonna start putting on the armor as well.
I got somewhere I gotta be midday. Panic, did you want to come with? Oh god, Panic, what the hell happened?
How bloodshot
Yeah.
are Panic's eyes?
Sure, I can come.
Are
Do
you
we
sure
see
you're
that he
okay,
has the
buddy?
mask?
Are you
I'm
okay?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Do we see that he has the mask?
Yeah, you can't let it go. You're holding on to it.
All right. Well, Task like pats himself down, just like, oh, it's there. Well, whatever.
Well,
As long as it wasn't stolen. As long as like someone else didn't take it.
yeah, we didn't want to wake you up, so
Tash just like holds his hand up, like, no, he understands.
Greckles is eye shifting left and right, hoping he doesn't get ratted out.
You know, Panic, sometimes when I don't get a good sleep, and I'm real tired in the morning, it always wakes me up.
What's that? Like a song?
A high five. I put up my hand for a high five.
You just apply it to his face.
Panic
high five.
transfers the mask from one hand to the other. He slowly raises up his hand.
Zenryo slowly moves his hand right up next to his hand and just kind of goes, boop.
You immediately feel better. All joking aside, you immediately feel better.
Hey, yeah, that does the trick.
Oh, dude.
What did I tell you, bro? Rule of cool.
Let me get in on that,
Oh
Zen.
God, what have I done?
Yeah, what have you done?
Yo.
Give me
All right.
Give me that 4.
Here's the trick. You look at the elbow. You don't look at the hand. Look at the elbow.
But we're hitting
So he goes in. He goes, gives him a little.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's
Yeah.
good. Let me get in on that too. Come
You-
on there. Yeah.
You feel uplifted naturally, Greckles, but not drastically changed.
All right. We'll
Maybe
go
you
down.
work.
I'll go down the line.
Look, I'll do anything for a feel-good feel.
There you go.
Does Task raise his
Alright.
hand? Does Task want a high five?
Task, you want in on this? It's okay. I could do a low five too. If that's more.
Task walks away.
Oh!
Okay. Rain check. I'll get you later.
No, but there is rain. We checked.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. What is happening?
Our heroes, ladies and gentlemen, our heroes. All right.
Oh man. Monty,
Alright.
do you above game? Do you want us to like pick where we're going, or are we all going to? somewhere?
Greckles, you want to meet with the clerics.
And Panic wanted to come with.
Mhm. Okay.
Oh.
So you guys want to go see the clerics.
I want to see the clerics too, because
okay.
I have the berries for
Zenryo.
them.
And then Borky and Task, that leaves you two. What do you guys want to do?
You still got a dragon to talk to.
I can't. I need Zenryo to do that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
spell
probably
got dropped
Task,
a long
task,
time
yeah,
ago.
yeah, that's fucking gone now.
Borky's
Yeah.
just gonna go wait in the war
Ta-
room. Borky's got nothing to do.
Hey, Zen,
Yeah.
if you want to go help Task out, I can relay whatever you want to say to the clerics.
No, it's fine. You don't have to because I'm literally just like I have absolutely nothing. Like I'm not trying to like be silent on purpose. I just don't fucking know what to do.
I will say this outside of game. In terms of information, you've relinquished everything you possibly could have from that dragon.
Yeah, so it's like
Okay.
I honestly
Alright,
have
alright.
no fucking idea what to do until
So-
we actually attack.
So Task sharpens an axe. Got it.
There is something you can do. The archers do approach you of the camp, the hunters.
Mm.
They want to restring a bunch of bows, and they also have a shitload of arrows for you.
Oh, excellent. Well, if they're gonna offer and they need assistance, I guess I can see at least that their equipment is well tuned.
Yeah, they're going to give you 20 more arrows.
Okay, sweet.
They're not the nicest arrows. They're orc arrows.
Dude,
they actually
they work. They work.
They
They're
work,
projectiles that work. That's all that matters.
They're definitely made in terms of making them very quickly and making them efficient and quick. So they're not very pretty to look at. And then, yeah, if you want to help them tune the equipment, that actually is going to be really good because that will give them bonuses to actually prepare.
Sure, I'll assist them in that.
Remy, while they're all doing that, is going to go find Gruel while they go talk to the clerics.
Yeah.
All right. Borky, you're going to go with him with that because that's in the war room.
Yep.
That's the only big building in this village. All right. We'll start with the clerics.
I'll be sure to grab the holy symbol on the way out.
Yeah, you grab it. You kind of toss it in your side.
Is
you guys-
it like a pendant or a necklace or?
It's like a medallion necklace. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll put that on and have that under the robes.
Yeah, you put it on. It's kind of heavy.
Mhm.
I mean, it's not the most refined thing, but it definitely gets the job done. It is, for all intents and purposes, in your inventory, a holy symbol. This can be used as a holy symbol for a Oran cleric if need be.
Neat.
Okay. You guys make your way, and you do see the clerics, and they're all kind of huddled together and looking up at the sky. And you also see one of them holding currently a brown round thing.
No. Hey, what are you, ladies doing?
Oh, we found a cute thing. And she picks up and holds up Kiwi. Kiwi's like, hi guys, how you doing?
Oh!
Oh god, hey Kiwi. Oh goodness.
I'm good. It's just, I'm a little soggy. It's fine. How you doing, Greckles?
Yeah. I'm actually here to I guess learn a thing or two.
Guess you let that one slip.
Oh, yeah. No, Fletch told me all about, Greckles. Can I call you Fletch? It's like a good nickname for you.
Go ahead, Kiwi. It's okay.
Yeah, right. Well, Fletch here told me all about how, the pirate ship was so out of time, right? He kind of waves his hand and looks at you, Panic. And the moment you hear what a time, you immediately are brought back to the moment where you were shot multiple times with crossbow bolts. And you had a bucket on your head, and it was the best.
It was a good time, right, Panic?
Just the god of war Poseidon theme. Just.
Anyway, I met these Fletch. I met these lovely ladies. They're very nice.
They are very nice.
Yeah, they seem really nice.
Mm-hmm. I was just telling them, a story about some funny, silly things, keep their morale up. I actually have to go and talk to some of the orcs. I'm on a strict schedule by rule. I'm hearing that we might be going to battle soon. I've been honing my skills. I have perfected my ultimate weapon, and he pulls out the frying pan.
Okay.
Audrey scowls at the frying pan. I want to use this power for good.
Is there anything?
That is a just thing to pursue.
Right? He turns and looks at Audrey, and Audrey is just like she's not like frowning at him, but she's just giving him a look, right? Like, like the mother, the child with the Sharpie is just like, I'm gonna do art after they just drew all over the walls.
Finally,
Yeah.
a weapon to surpass
Anyway.
Metal Gear.
I'll be gone. Have fun. If you need me, I'll be in the war room. He kind of ducks away.
Say hi to Borky while you're in there. I'm pretty sure that's where he is.
Oh yeah, the big green lug. I love him. He's so friendly.
Okay. So, we're with the clerics now, right?
Yeah, they're all
Okay.
kind of looking up at the sun.
Okay.
One of them's holding a candle, which is kind of bizarre. It's like a covered sort of candle contraption.
Okay.
All right. Hello. I thought, I didn't really help or talk to you guys very much, and I thought that was a little rude. So I heard that these guys say that you are indoctrinated, and I always heard that an apple a day keeps the indoctrinated away, but I couldn't find an apple, so instead I got you these strawberries, and it's basically the same thing. So that's my gift to you.
Maria just bursts out laughing. The girl who looks like she's always going to cry, she just starts howling with laughter. And like the other clerics are kind of like, they're kind of giggling, but she's losing it. She's like keeling over in like the rain and the mud, just laughing over and over again. Don't turn away. It's like giggling and snorting. Like it's the best thing she's ever heard.
I think you made a friend there, Zen.
Yeah. I like to think that people think I'm pretty friendly.
They're all kind of laughing, and like definitely Maria's laughing the most. So like she thinks it's an absolute riot.
And don't worry, I tried the strawberries and they are not poisonous. I'm pretty sure.
Honori kind of walks up and goes, "That's good to know." And she takes one from you and just kind of bites into it. She goes, "It's a little bitter, but it's pretty good."
Yeah. Okay, so just one a day. If the phrase is to be believed, and you should be totally fine.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
What was your name?
My name is Zenrio. You can call me Zan, or Big Z, or whatever is easiest for you to remember.
Zen, I think, will be quite good.
Oh, cool. All right.
As you approach Greckles, they do look to you and go, "Unfortunately, with the rain, there's no midday prayer. We don't pray when there's rain out. But here's a charm," and they hand you a little candle, like a tiny little, like almost like a birthday candle size candle.
Is it lit?
No, it's unlit.
I want to do a thing then.
Okay. Greg, you said, is it lit?
Oh my god! Stop.
Panic does one frame of dabbing and then goes back to.
If you blinked, you missed it.
Can I flavorfully Katon no firebolt my candle to make it light?
You know what? Roll an acrobatics check. I have an idea of how we can flavor this.
Okay, because I wanna show that I have like, you know what I'm going for, right, Monty?
Yeah.
That's a
Nice.
24.
You throw the candle in the air, Katano jutsu it, and as it falls down, it's lit, and you catch it in your hand. And all the clerics like clap, and even like a deer in the woods like stands up from the brushes and claps, and then keeps trotting on.
What the?
Welcome to Alavast, man.
Welcome to Alavast. I do have at least a small amount of refinement when it comes to the flame.
Oh, that's really impressive. What can we do?
Greckle shrugs.
Showing off.
Oh,
skills.
you know.
Oh, here we go. She, one of them... she, oh, this will be cute. Evelina is like, oh, I got one better. She grabs your beak. Like, just like out of nowhere grabs your beak.
You're right, this is pretty good.
She casts light on your beak, and you just like glow like a disco ball.
Well,
Just
this isn't the first time.
Did we discern that any of them were at the battle?
They're all at the battle. All of them.
They were all at the battle when we were attacked?
The ship battle? Yeah, all of them were there.
Okay.
Now that you couldn't really tell who was who because of the hoods, but now that their hoods are down and you see that they have very distinctive features,
Okay.
You still know if they're with Audrey, they were with that group. So
I wasn't sure if the one who fairy fired me was any of them.
let me see actually. Which one was the one that fairy fired you? I think that was the purple one.
That hecked you up good.
Purple parrots.
The purple one?
The best team that never won.
The best team that always lost.
Yep.
Yo, listen, they didn't have the skill, but fuck you, they had the heart.
No, she is not amongst them.
Okay. So much for that joke then.
Yeah.
So, what's the first step?
I mean, we're following your lead. I mean, that's kind of what we're trained to do.
My lead?
Well, all your leads. If it's anything like the United Clergy of Orin, one of us will be working with you, and then we'll basically be supporting you on the battlefield. I mean, we assume.
No,
As this conversation's happening, Panic, you notice that besides Evelina and Honore, the other two clerics are kind of giving you like a sideways glance and kind of like very not trying to be rude, slowly trying to make the gap bigger between the two of you.
Do I notice that as well?
I'll stare at them for a moment.
You do kind of notice that, and they're just kind of like, okay.
I'll blink a few times, and I'll close my eyes. And I will cast Thaumaturgy on my eyes. And when I open them, they're like huge anime eyes, completely sparkles.
They gotta actually get more scared.
Oh, come on.
Kind of like
I don't blame them!
And back up. It's a little frightening.
Oh no.
Ladies, do you have an extra candle for my friend?
I mean, he's a devil, isn't he? Have his own fire?
No, unfortunately, and he wants to learn too.
Also, real fast, Connor, you never go full clan ad. Never do it.
I think we have a spare, and she kind of reaches into her pocket and she procures another little candle.
Greckle's gestures for Panic to come over, but like, not weirdly.
Okay. I'll come over not weirdly.
Do you drop the anime eyes?
Yeah, I'll drop them.
Keep them. Give me big anime eyes.
Oh god.
What do your big kawaii eyes see?
My brand.
Excuse me, it's Oren Sama, please.
Oren Sama, yamete.
Alright. You approach. Roll an insight check.
Who?
Panic.
Okay.
18.
Roll for for Honore since she's the one offering the candle. That's really bad.
I got all the bad rolls out when I was doing the important wisdom saves.
Apparently, that is going to be a whopping 9. She fails. She's petrified of you. They're very scared of you. Like each and every one of them. It's almost like you're used to people being like sideways glances, like in Tricadia and other places. So, people kind of looking at you with like, suspicion and doubt. This is terror. This is fear. And this is something you saw from Helena too, but these girls more so. They're actually legitimately frightened of you. She kind of offers you the candle.
I'll take it.
She kind of like quickly pulls her hand back and then just kind of steps back a little bit.
I dare you to go boo.
I'll cast Thaumaturgy on the candle.
And then Honore looks to you, Greco goes, I told you, devils stole fire. They can do their own.
I guess. I don't really know about my own people.
You don't?
No. I was raised in a human village.
And they let you?
That's sort of a strong word. I was kind of ostracized my whole life because of what I am.
You hear some whispering behind her between Kendra and Maria. Roll a perception check.
Can I listen for that in as well? I'm very curious at this.
Yeah.
That is a 21.
7.
Nice. You see how quiet they are. Oh no, it's deception. Oh no. That's not the best. Ooh, not with the natural 1 either.
Oh.
And then, that's a 6. That's great. Both of those are great. Yeah, you guys both know them. They're not good liars. They're not the best liars. You hear Kendra whisper to Maria, I told you he's nothing like the Red Death. Oh, shh.
Oh, wait.
They look at you terrified, like they realize you heard them. We're sorry. We didn't mean any offense to you.
You mean Tiengo?
I'm sorry?
That's his name. You said the Red Death. Tiengo.
The Scourge of the Crimson Isles?
Okay, that's a new one, but...
We're talking about a really, really big guy that kind of looks like him, red, feels like he's 8 feet tall.
Giant, big horns.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that guy's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, he's...
Language.
We have a mixed relationship with him, not a good one.
You have a relationship with the Red Death?
Not a good one.
No one has a good relationship with the Red Death.
Well, I mean, one person does, sort of.
They look to you. They look actually offended when you say that. Do you have any idea what he's done?
I've heard things.
They look petrified right now. They are all like angry and scared. It's a cursed rainy day. She snuffs the candle. The rain brings nothing but bad news and bad tidings. The Red Death slaughtered everyone on an island off the coast of Periton. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone.
Everyone?
Everyone.
But like
it's a monster.
Everyone?
Everyone. Don't laugh at this.
I'm not laughing. I'm just curious. Like, everyone?
Everyone.
Wow.
At least those who didn't run. I hear we're warned when it comes to your kind. And I sorry. You know what I mean.
It's baby steps.
There was a village in the Crimson Isles, and he appeared, and he told them they had 2 hours to leave, or they would meet with his wrath. And his wrath ranged from anywhere between slow, agonizing death at the side of a serrated blade, or he would gather up everyone in the village, put them in one building, and set it on fire. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone. Men, women, children, elderly, everyone. And he'd keep moving in a circle to every single village on that island until there was nothing left. You said the Red Death has a name. It doesn't deserve a name. It's a monster. Those islands are cursed and uninhabited now because of him.
Yeah, that more or less lines up with what we heard.
Though weirdly, not what he's currently doing.
It's strange. The way he is now, he doesn't seem like the kind of person who would do that.
Oh, don't get us wrong. He's incredibly brutal. But
yeah,
he's very reclusive right now, working with someone, which is odd.
You thank Oren that he's not doing what he used to do. But God's help if he ever does again, if he ever does it here or anywhere else.
Well, if he ever tries, the Unexpectables back in Alavast have an eye on.
I mean this with no disrespect. But even if you did, I doubt there was a lot you could do. But I thank you for the words anyway. Kendra, you watch as Sonori kind of turns and kind of hugs Kendra, who looks just terrified. You basically just, to them, it's like a real boogeyman.
I'm sorry that put a damper on the midday.
It's fine. You don't know, and unfortunately, this is kind of common with Rain. Days when Oren's light does not... Days when Oren's light does not reach us are often days of sadness and dark tidings, of omen and warning, and of oncoming battle.
You know something I've noticed, though? Look around at all of this vegetation and splendor. It takes two things to make all of this grow. Rain and sun. So is it so bad to think that they're opposites and not complementary?
We are no strangers to this. But we know what our enemies take advantage of.
All I'm saying is that maybe things that were perceived to be as bad, maybe they're not so bad.
Keep that in mind.
That's all I could ask.
Sorry about, and Honori kind of looks to you, Panic. I apologize for raising my voice at you.
It's fine. I'm used to it.
She looks really guilty.
Hey, you guys.
Helena had a hard time too, so I understand.
You know Helena?
We do.
Yeah, we're good
we
friends.
We were raised in the same temple together.
You know, I've been meaning to ask. Oh, do all of you know Helena?
They turn. Maria raises a hand. Audrey and Kendra don't. They don't seem to be from the same temple.
Well, I'm
Me and Maria
sure.
were from that.
Well, I'm sure she would like to hear from her old friends again. Maybe once I get back to Alavast, I could.
But she's being held prisoner.
No, she's not.
She's working with our town guard.
Really?
Yeah. She's just as free as anybody else who lives there.
Wow. You know, I was really jealous of her. Or envious, I guess, when she got picked to go.
That isn't to say it hasn't been hard for her. The, getting used to everything has been rough. But I think slowly but surely she's coming around.
We were going to make our way to the war room after our prayer.
Certainly.
Would you like to come with? All right. All right. Meanwhile, in the war room, Remy, you enter with Borky. You see Gruel kind of talking to an orc The same one who held hands with Zenryo.
Oh, yes.
I forgot his name. It's somewhere on my list. And Gruul is like, good. I'll send word. No, Snaglack's the guy.
Snaglack's the betrayer.
The betrayer, yeah.
Sorry.
You could hold hands with him.
You could, if you really want to.
It'd be interesting, that's for sure.
That sounds like a Jesus Christ Superstar song in a way.
You guys walk in, and Gruul kind of like dismisses him, and he just kind of nods to you guys and leaves out the door. And Gruul kind of turns and goes, "My scouts got information back for me.
Oh, we go.
They're completely holed up. A couple more guards on the wall, and they're not sending anybody out. They've completely turtled, and the waters are turbulent."
Makes sense. After they lost a bunch of people deserted, they don't want anyone else the opportunity to.
Not only is it now a fortress, it's also a prison.
Yeah.
Anyway, how can I help you?
We had our nap. And now we're ready to
look better?
talk.
You look better? Gruul kind of looks over to you, Remy. You don't?
I didn't sleep well.
Oh, damn, you're really quiet, dude.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, I could barely hear you.
Yeah, that was that was a little bit too much mumble.
That was too much mumble. Got it. He all he said was I didn't sleep well.
I think
Remy's
our best...
gonna. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, Remy was gonna take off his helmet.
Gruul, I have something I need to say to you.
Want me to leave?
No, you can stay here.
All right.
Gonna put the helmet down on the war table, I guess, because we have a table set up.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna stand right in front of Gruul. He's gonna look him right in the eye.
I apologize for striking you.
He kind of scratches the back of his neck. It was unwise of me to choke you. I forget that your bird form is not as resilient of that of an orc's,
the hollow
which
bones.
I am. Hollow bones. It's just the hollow bones. You are much lighter than I expected, and I forgive you.
You must understand, I was tied up for almost 2 days. When I was restrained by my neck, I lost control, and I apologize.
As for your crimes,
Yes.
he looks to you, Borky. Leave.
Borky just makes a face like, and just looks at Remy. Best of luck. Borky leaves.
I want your opinion on something.
This is a punishment.
Yes.
All right.
What are your thoughts on Audrey? He kind of leans forward.
Insight.
Okay, go ahead.
How much does he lean forward?
Oh, like he's leaning he's sitting in a chair, elbows on the knee, hands curled back, and he's resting his hand on his hand.
Oh,
that's gonna be a 19.
19.
19.
Okay, I gotta find his charisma score here. Oh, that's right. It's -1. Shit. That's a 7.
Yep. Got him.
You get the sense that he likes the idea of you and Audrey. The two of you, when you arrived, seemed to be quite close, and it seems as though you've been drifting apart. And between you and me, I just, as a person of the clan, I like to make sure that everyone in the clan is getting along as best as they could for various reasons.
My fucking god.
I think I understand.
Oh, do you? Excellent. Yes. Well, Audrey, I think, is, she's very beautiful for a human. They have that hair, very soft. And she's able to heal. That's fantastic. I mean, really good sense of self, talent and capability. But I'm curious. Those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Kind of crosses his legs and sits back in the throne.
I'm sorry that they never pick you.
What?
The grouse.
Don't pity me.
I don't pity you, I pity them. You're a worthy companion.
Connor!
Look, I understand what it's like to be judged for what you look like.
It's not that. I mean, look at me.
Ooh. All right.
Oh my.
He's confident.
I'm
not an eyesore. The horns, missing one now is kind of a bit of a detriment, but come on, the horns are pretty impressive.
I was under the impression that your lineage scared them off.
Well, yes. Any children I have could be monsters, and that is always something everyone worries about, wouldn't
But
you?
they could also be great leaders.
Could. Not always. My brother wasn't a good leader. And there have been Tanarux before in our histories that have done more damage to our clan than even now. I don't blame them. I don't blame them for not being interested in me. That's not anyone's fault.
May I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
How is that different than any other child born on any other day?
He stops. He's actually stunned. I'm really sorry I joked you.
Like you said, we made mistakes. It's not learning from them that's the true mistake. I respect you as a leader. I respect what you've tried to do in the face of betrayal. And I think it is foolish for them to simply look at the color of your skin, the horns upon your head, or the blood in your veins, and assume that means you're going to produce some kind of demon spawn, when you yourself have overcome those odds to lead them.
Can I show you something?
Of course.
Come with me. He stands up.
I'm gonna follow him.
Borky, you just hear Borky off street. Is the punishment going okay?
You open up the flap of the war tent. You kind of peek your head, and they're gone. They've left somewhere.
Oh my god, he's hiding the body.
Gruel leads you past his throne towards his bedchambers. He leads you in. You see the sleeping furs in the corner. You see a few dressers and stuff, just simple furniture. And then you see the shelves with all the perfume bottles. He points them to them and goes, "What do you think?"
He wanted to show you his collection.
Well, there's a variety of different fragrances.
Roll a knowledge history.
All right. Oh boy. It's a 19.
Nice. Yeah, okay. You recognize a bottle of Velithian perfume.
I'm sorry, what?
There's 2 bottles from Velithia. They're empty, but they're perfume bottles. You know them.
How the hell? Okay.
You also notice that there's 1 bottle, very big, from Periton. There is a whole slew of them from Tricadia, and a whole bunch of other ones you don't recognize.
Remy is going to move towards the 2 that are from Velithia and stare at them.
Oh, those ones. Fantastic design. I found them on the beach. I find certain things sometimes. Traders come through, we raid things occasionally. What with the village nearby. Though if this union comes to pass, that will cease. But no, they're very beautiful. I quite like them.
I am from the place these come from.
Really, in truth. They really could make it taste better, to be honest with you.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
You drink all of these.
What else would I do with them?
Dog.
That explains so much.
Dog. Dog.
Just
Dog. Come on, man.
I could not wait to find out, and now I'm just so happy.
I'm gonna just give me a second. I need to.
I just imagine Remy's doing that the hands pressed together concerned meme face.
Yeah, that's very appropriate. He's just. He understands the cultural barrier, but he also has to respond now in some way, shape, or form. And there's really no good response for what he just learned.
If Gruul thinks he can out oblivious Zenrio, he's got another.
I was gonna say Zen's got some competition right now.
All right, all right.
The scene starting off in my head with Miles putting his arm on.
Gruul, let's have a talk about the birds and the bees. If I'm ever back in Valithia, I will send word. However, I may be able to one day introduce you to better tasting beverages.
Yeah. A little sharp on the tongue. Sometimes it stings, but really gets the kick in, you know?
Yes, yes, it does.
In truth, it's the bottles that I admire, though, the craftsmanship. And
Valithia is known for its glasswork, yes.
I'm going to confide something in you.
All right.
In truth, I do have Ganash's influence. But I may have someone else's as well. And I do not wish my people to know.
You can confide in me. I swear on my honor I will not reveal your secret.
He reaches out an arm to you. I need your word.
Take it. I swear on my honor as a knight. You have my word.
There is another god. That which traps Ganache behind bars. I think the reason that I am the way I am is not because of the Raven, but because of that entity.
You speak of Oriara.
Shh! Silence!
Sorry.
There are things I find, and I find them more intriguing than I should. These bottles, for instance, I admire them. I have found other things, such as statues. It's interesting to me.
I am vaguely familiar with that which shall not be named. I have met I don't know if preacher's the right word, but a priest cleric of such unspoken deity.
As you say that, you just get this weird, like, half opaque image in the back of your mind of hi, just like log.
It's me,
like,
me.
Hi, and he's just like literally got like 5 spoons he's carrying around. You're just like, Well, I do not like this god. They are imprisoning the true god we worship, but I suppose I take the hand I am dealt. But enough about me. More about you, Audrey. I'm just saying, still, hear me out. I mean, think about it for real, though. I mean, she's very nice.
She is a lovely girl, and she will make someone very happy someday.
And that someone could be. And he kind of like twirls his finger and pokes you in the chest.
There is only one problem with what you desire.
Oh, you're a bird, but that's fine. There's probably solutions to that.
No, she and her friends are going to have to go somewhere very far away. They cannot follow me where I go.
I see. He turns around and bites his finger. And then turns around back to you again. We should get back to the war room.
I just imagine putting his hand on the window with his head down.
Gruul, if I may make a suggestion. Do not focus on the fates of others. Focus on yours.
It's time for you to make someone happy. Play your own matchmaker. And Remy's going to walk out.
Monty, based on the story that you spun me, I now see him like later down the road at the fucking Sweet Dragon eating from a cup at a bar. He's like, these bar nuts are really good. That's potpourri, genius.
I've always wondered why he had such good breath.
It makes sense now.
Does it really like Audrey just takes another swig of perfume?
I just imagine him having a tiny computer in his room when he starts blogging about why it should be.
My fan fiction's ruined.
Now, for the sake of brevity, all you guys now gather in the war room. This is the time to plot your course. The map is in front of you. What is your game plan? What are you guys going to do?
So above game, so that we can do this with everybody contributing. We know that now the guards are up on the wall in higher number. So probably the mercenaries that we know about because they hired mercenaries. So we know they're going to probably have at least 4, 5, 6 maybe archers. We know the orcs are right behind the wall. So if we storm the castle, we're going to be hit with the orcs first and all the mercenaries. Do we want to maybe try to approach from a different vantage point and try to get around all that nonsense?
Rule also recommends that we could split into strike forces as well.
It's true.
Oh, you're going to let us split? Oh, shit, that changes my idea. Okay.
That was my first question, actually.
You guys have to stay together, but Gruul can lead another charge elsewhere if you want.
Got it. So us as a PC party can be together, but he can do something independent.
He could do something independently if you want, along with his band of men.
Do we know if they're self-sufficient?
The orcs?
No. The camp.
Oh, God. I have an idea, but you're not going to like it. Oh, dear.
Self-sufficient? What do you mean by self-sufficient?
I'm wondering... this is probably going to get shot down, but I was curious if we could just essentially starve them out.
No, because they also have ships, so they can go back and get food and
They
stuff.
have trade. The other thing, too, the Gruul mentioned, is that they have access to all the best fishing grounds there.
So, guys...
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw this out there because it's an idea. So the orcs storm the front. They're going to assume that this is an assault. And we go in the back way on the water while they all charge the front.
We're going to get sea lioned like hell.
Well,
I shit you not. In character, Borky's going to suggest him and Zenri go to the water and summon Krabius the Muddy and ask him for help.
That's quite a thing to bank on.
I was going to say that you're basically saying, hey, God, could you please handle this one?
That's based off of a lot of assumptions.
Krabius is not present at the moment.
Well, but here's one thing. So even if we don't go water side, maybe we go side, but on
you
one
can
of
go rock side, that is possible, but once you go down, you can't get up that way. That's the only difference. Yeah.
So if we cause a distraction at the front, it's going to draw everybody and connect them up at the front, and they're going to send all of their guys there. If we can get either through the water or through the rocks to pincer attack them, we come in from behind, we might be able to get to their leader, and if we take him down while the orcs are bombarding the front, like I said, you cut the head off the snake, it dies.
That's actually not a terrible idea. That'll...
Because they expect us to go head on because orcs. So if we as the PC party hit them from behind, they're not going to be ready for it. They're going to be like, get to the gate, send everybody to the front, all the disposable stuff, and they'll have a couple guys in the back with the leader to be like, all right, we'll eventually make our way up to the front.
Okay, so I have a thought that could
go
work.
for it.
So, what I could do is, and I could try and find a guard who's off, like doing patrol, like around the edge of the camp, and I could literally just suggestion them to go set the camp on fire. That'd be a pretty good distraction.
I mean, but they would have to have both the tools to set it on fire and enough.
They're not letting anybody out of the camp, though.
Set it all on fire.
Also, I don't know if suggestion's that powerful. Like that's a command.
It absolutely is.
It won't. There are disadvantages if you tell someone to harm an ally. There are actual limitations to
There's
that.
limitations to harming themselves, but not an ally. They cannot harm themselves. If you have them do something that would put themselves in immediate danger, it would.
No,
but
well, I feel bad for saying this, but they're locked down turtling. There's no one outside the camp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No,
the only guards are the
There-
ones on the wall.
There are guards on the wall. There are guards on the wall.
What
but
about-
you gotta remember they cleared out the trees, so sneaking up on them is going to be kind of tricky. It is possible, but it will be a bit trickier.
There's a guard tower right here. I would assume someone would be active there if we came in from the rocks, coming from the.
That's what I'm saying. Either the rocks or the water, whichever. Because we also know that one of their ships is gone for a while, so we could go water side. We're gonna have to deal with the watchtower either way. It's just a matter of which.
If we
vantage
go
do you wanna come
if
in
we go
from.
water side, we're fighting every single water creature that their shaman's gonna throw at us. I would say go from the rock, and if Zen wants to try and suggest whoever's in that tower right there, that would give us a clear shot to sneak
honestly,
around
yeah,
the
that's-
back end.
Monty has
That's a
said
better-
before that's the cliff face is sort of a long way away, right?
It's a one-way trip. That is.
It's a one-way trip. So basically, but honestly, this is an all or nothing. Like if we don't finish this, we're not going back up anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole goal is to get most of them to leave on the other ship. So we'll go out the front if we succeed, or we're going to die if we fail. So I like the idea for suggestion on the watchtower because that's a better use of it because that clears out anybody that could see us, so we could get even closer before they know we're coming in.
The thing is, if we drop down there, that means we have to go through the store and the training ground and get to that leader tent, and that's if they don't notice us fighting their leader.
Well,
We can go up and around the back end here.
Yeah, that's the water, and then we'll be open up to all of the sea creatures.
Yeah, Audrey points out that the training yard is fairly open. It's like a field.
Yeah.
So stealthing there is harder. Whereas the other side has a little bit more to hide behind, but 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. Each
This
one
is what
has
I'm thinking.
down
So
to
let's say we go ahead with the plan. So the orcs storm the front, and they're like, "Oh shit, here come the orcs! They're going for an all or nothing." They're gonna send not everybody to the front. They'll probably send the orcs. They'll send all of the mercenaries, and they'll probably send some paladins and clerics. We give them just a little bit of time to kind of drum up a lot of activity. We suggest who's ever in the watchtower to go handle that as well. And then hopefully they don't have a lot of people patrolling the area to look for us. So they'll eventually see us, but we don't care. We just got to get as close as we can until they see us. And then we go for head honcho guy.
Or we just end up fighting our way through. But if we fight our way
Exactly.
through, there shouldn't be nearly as... It's not like we're going to have to stare down every single cleric and paladin combo. Some of them would theoretically be up on that wall.
The only thing to keep in mind, and this is, I mean, we'll talk to Gruel about it, but like the orcs are going to take heavy casualties.
Mm-hmm.
Not unless they skirmish it and just start firing arrows.
Well,
or if they're able to convince the other orcs, depending on
and that's the thing. We don't know what effect Borky's tactic had on the other orcs, but we have to assume that it's nothing, just so that we can have a battle plan.
I was sort of thinking them. Maybe I could go in and check to see what the mood was like in there, and then if they were sort of seeds of rebellion.
Got something really important you would have seen if you were helping craft arrows. You guys remember how you guys left the crab mech at the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the orcs brought that into camp. And they fashioned armor for the aurochs using it because it was too big to use for weapons. So they do have armored aurochs.
Do we have...
That would be great for storming the castle.
Do we have the weapons from the crab mech?
Yeah.
No.
We have the metal. We don't have the weapons.
They got like parts of like the legs and stuff, and they basically like tied it with rope to the aurochs, but
armored.
Basically, better armored.
There's your distraction. How many armored ones do we have?
2, and then I think there's 1 that's unarmored.
Send those 2 in. Those 2 aurochs in there are decked out in armor. That's going to cause chaos in their camp.
Well, if you can get the doors open, yes, because when they start coming out to storm everybody,
and
you'll be fine. Because what we do,
suggestion right there. Open the door.
I mean, if we really want to go like crazy taxi on this, we could send the aurochs in, and then I could just polymorph them both into giant apes. Then you'd have 2 giant apes smashing up their camp, like rampage mode.
That would also work, but I would love for you to also use polymorph on their warlock, who we're going to have to deal with, because the warlock's going to be with Athtar.
Okay.
The sorcerer, you mean?
Oh, the sorcerer. Yeah, sorry.
Right.
So remember, we're going to have a very powerful sorcerer and a very powerful paladin we have to deal with, along with any stragglers. Don't go to the front.
And honestly, this is probably going to be the best plan, because if he is able to rally anyone to him, we're done. Based on what we know about him.
So my suggestion is we have archers volley the front lines, the the wall because we have archers for the orcs. Once they open the door, send in the Aurochs along with all of the ground troops and basically hit them at the door. If those things get in there and start causing havoc, it's going to draw more people to them because they're going to have to subdue it, which is great. And then we basically just wait for the doors to open, and that's when we suggest the guy out of the watchtower and sneak around back. If we don't, I say everybody have some kind, like, if we can take bows with us, Task, Zenrio, Greckles, anybody that can somewhat fire a bow, we just have to kill that guy if we can't suggest him out of there. Or you set the whole tower on fire, either way.
Or I could just smoke bomb it.
That's true. Ideally we want to stealth kill him, which is why fire isn't ideal or smoke, because then they're going to be like, what the fuck's going on over there? That's why suggestion's ideal, but we just need a backup plan if it doesn't work. Which I think if everybody has some kind of bow or projectile they can shoot at him, hopefully all of us can hit him.
We have to decide, are we going to take the clerics with us on this plan?
Oh,
they
Gruel's
have to
deciding
come.
for you. Gruel's deciding that for you. Gruel, this is the annoying thing about Gruel. Anyone who's part of the clan is at Gruel's disposal, so it's up to him where the clerics go. So he is taking Audrey with him.
Okay.
You guys are getting. He's taking Audrey, and then.
Audrey's not gonna like that.
No, she's stuck with him. And then I think it was. Hold on. He wants Audrey. And he wants Maria, which gives you guys Honore and Kendra.
Okay.
You have two
He's willing to part with those two. Yeah.
Is he willing to negotiate at all, or is he very steadfast on that?
He's pretty steadfast. He wants Audrey for himself to heal him because he's intending to be on the front line leading this charge, and he wants to go as long as possible, which is why Audrey would be really important. He wants Maria for his other men, so if things get bad and they need to pull back, there is someone to bring them back from the brink of death.
I'll say this: would it be possible, on a subterfuge level, would it be possible to get either Bosco or Greckles? Sorry, Bosco or Greckles. To either get Remy or Greckles,
I'm in. I'll do it.
Get either Remy or Greckles, go to the leader and convince them. We come up with a plan later to get them to come slightly behind the tents over by the training yard. And
so my that's not a bad idea. My idea was when we got Remy was gonna.
You're cutting out.
You're cutting in and out.
Oh, sorry. So his plan was absolutely to call out the leader when he got close enough. Remy, that is.
If you call him out, everyone's gonna hear.
Well, no. What I'm saying is when we get close enough, it would be to challenge him like to a fight, so that he could hopefully come where we are, as opposed to us going to him.
I kind of thought, like, in character, like, I know you want to do the honorable thing, but like out of character, I don't know if that's going to be a function. We just got to.
He'll just rally people.
Bosco, this is not a one-on-one fight kind of guy. This is a guy that is like, it's going to take all you guys.
Wait, we can't.
Yeah, this isn't Fire Emblem. This is Langrisser.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's a good metaphor.
So then we just ambush him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the idea. We just take him out and from the.
If it's going to be 6-on-1, we just.
Here's the other thing too. I would actually argue that we only take one cleric with us. We need that distraction to last as long as possible, and we need to not be a large group of people.
We're already going to be a large group of people, but if we end up fighting that sorcerer who's really fucking powerful, we want counter spells.
So here's what I would suggest. I would suggest that Panic and Zenrio have to deal with the cast along with Task because he's at least ranged. Greckles should be stabbing this paladin in the back while Borky and I essentially tank him.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the ideal way to do it. So let the mages geek the mage because you always geek the mage first.
We can't plan for how many guys we're actually going to fight for here. We just try and minimize the amount of guys, which is why the lie. Which is why every time I look at that ship, I always think like the actual ship, not a Gruel ship. The actual ship. I don't know how many people are on there, but it's like so isolated from everything else. We could kick it off and kill them on the island. Kill them on that ship. That's the one.
What does Task think about this? Because Task is a taskmaster. He's a strategist.
I'm trying really hard to figure this out. I got. Damn it! Put on the spot. Now I don't know.
I know.
What to do.
Sorry, you don't have to answer. I was worried you weren't getting a chance to.
Well, let me ask you a question.
I kind of wasn't, but at the same time, now that I have the spotlight, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Well,
You
no,
just, like,
Chris.
you
What
got
about
called-
the watchtower? What do you think about the watchtower? If we can't suggest him, do you think you would be able to take that guy out?
Let's see. The watchtower. I can't imagine there's gonna be more than there's not gonna be just one person walking up there, and we don't know if it's hollow on the inside, and even if it's a watchtower, like there's gonna be more people on the inside of it.
Right.
Do they have weaponry on it? Like, do they have ballistas or something that can like anti-air shit?
Oh, that's a
Because
good point. Would the clerics know that?
They don't know.
Wait a minute.
They assume that they don't because that stuff is kind of saved for the ships, but they're not sure. So.
I just realized something.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
What if I suggest the red dragon to just set the camp on fire? That's something you do anyway.
That's contrary to keeping everyone alive.
Oh yeah, I
They
guess.
can control fire.
Yeah. Oh, that's
They're
true.
not firebenders.
Also, I know there was a lot of worry about if it wears off, he then becomes an enemy rather than an ally.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a good idea, though. It was a good idea.
Yeah, no, I believe me. I wish we could use him. It would make it so much easier. So,
No,
I think it would be fun to set fire to the sails on the ship, though.
well, no, because that's how they have to get out of here.
We're not going for a TPK on this one. We're going for 3 deaths and everyone else runs. We have to keep that in mind.
No, we have to try and aim for that, but we might not nail it.
Yeah.
No, but we can minimize it.
So, all right. So, what's our backup plan if suggestion doesn't work? Are we just going to shoot him? Like, essentially, everybody has some kind of
Shoot
ranged
them.
weapon.
I can smoke bomb them. We have options.
I will say this: the clerics students at all, like Audrey, just don't like them at all. They don't care for them.
Well, I thought that was what the orcs were gonna deal with. They're gonna send their fucking sea squad first before they send out any of the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're gonna because they have mercenaries, so they'll send the expendable for and the orcs. So hopefully some of the orcs turn. That'd be best case scenario, but we have to assume that they won't turn.
They're gonna mercenaries of the C squad. Fucking orcs are gonna be the B squad, and then their paladin squad, and then they have 2 other folks to have backups on their leader. So even if unless this fight's gonna last a really fucking long time, there's no way that in a war of attrition the orcs are gonna have the upper hand in that scenario.
Yeah, they're basically just buying us time to get to.
I would at this point ask Grohl if he thinks he would be able to rally the encampment orcs based on things that have happened.
I'm gonna roll for that.
I will
if we can get the orcs to turn, we got this.
Well, I won't say we got it, but it helps.
Gruul pulls out the orc that you guys requisitioned from the trade.
Okay.
And he looks to him and he's like, "No, we can."
They can rally them?
Oh yeah. Gruul believes it. All he would have to do is either find Snaglak or someone who works under Snaglak, make an example of them, and then they're golden. That is the way.
I'd say bank on that, especially if that's going to be their primary objective. Once the orcs turn, we got a much better chance.
Okay, I have
go ahead,
an
Panic.
idea.
What's up?
A Brit filled to the brim with dumbass energy.
Okay. Let's hear it. I'd love to hear it.
Zenrio can polymorph, right?
Correct. I think you can only do it once, though.
What is the largest thing you can polymorph into?
A Brachiosaurus.
I can dimension door us 500 feet above the guy's encampment, and then you transform into that using polymorph, and we land right on their tent.
Now, don't forget, if you take damage in polymorph, he has to roll Constitution saves, and it can drop.
Yeah.
So if he falls and takes a lot of damage, that polymorph could.
That's a really good idea. Cause
it's pretty good though. I like that.
That is if you did a whale though, just a.
Also, wouldn't Panic have to then like glide back down to the ground?
Well, I'd be attached to him.
Oh, you'd be attached.
He has to be touching me to dimension door with me.
Wait. Do larger creatures take reduced damage from fall because of perspective?
No.
So if it falls 30 feet, it's going to do the same damage as a smaller creature that's dropped 30 feet?
That is something I would have to do research on, which is why I want you guys to plan right now.
Yeah.
So I know if things happen, I know.
All right. So if I understand correctly, let's say that we use from. All right. So we start with the frontal assault.
They open the gates. We send in the Aurochs and everything. Gruul is going to go try to make an example out of something. Meanwhile, we're up on the rocks. When we see the gate open, we take out the watchtower either with projectiles or suggestion, whichever one works. We'll try suggestion first.
Not to take away from what you're doing right now, real fast.
Yeah.
Can the Aurochs be used to just bust open the door? Just charge, bust open the door. We were there. It was wooden, right?
Wooden gate, yeah.
Yeah, okay. The Aurochs will tear through that thing. I'm assuming, right? Is that a safe gamble, or do I need to roll an intelligence?
They'd have to make checks. They can try.
Yeah, and the other, there'd be no reason to charge through it because that's the only way that they'll be able to get forces to come out. They have to open the doors for us.
Okay. I don't know how well this is gonna work out because it's all in my fucking head in hyperbole, but the first fucking obstacle, if we take this left route, the very first obstacle is going to have to be the watchtower.
Correct.
Now, I don't feel that us sneaking into this encampment is going to be the hard. The hard part is going to be what the fuck are we going to do about that? Because the moment we can get around this tower as an issue, we have multiple avenues to go. Like going in and making an example of the orcs, and then the orcs can just storm in here and cause fucking chaos.
Yes.
We can't go around this way because they have eyes in the water, but it is the most direct fucking route if we fucking dodge it or sneak our way through. I say, in my personal opinion, the better course of action is to, whatever the fuck we decide to do on your guys' plan, we have to take out this tower quietly and quickly.
I completely agree.
Mm-hmm. Sneak down from the mountain, go up the tower, and get rid of everyone inside.
Does Zenrio have to polymorph himself?
No, I can polymorph anything.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He could polymorph Crabius into anything.
I can basically turn any. The thing is, what I turn stuff into has to be a beast. But as long as it exists, I can turn it into any beast that I choose.
I think we know what Kiwi can do now.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh
my god. Am I just gonna soar through the fucking sky?
Oh my god.
On a Kiwisaurus?
Yes. Or a Kiwi.
Oh
or a
my
Kiwi
god.
Whale.
I mean, I could be. So here's the things
we'll have to
I can
try
turn.
we might have to do a Kiwi drop, a Kiwi bomb of some sort.
It's gonna be a Kiwi bomb.
It's gonna be a Kiwi. If we do it, it doesn't have to be Zenrio. Zenrio can stick with us. That means Panic. If we were to do this in character, Panic will have to do the dimension door above there with Zenrio, who's polymorphed, right?
Well, you're gonna polymorph Kiwi. I thought
he's gonna polymorph. Yeah.
Can you polymorph him?
He has to dimension door Kiwi.
What's the range on polymorph?
60 feet, I believe.
So you could polymorph him before you dimension door.
No.
No.
I can only dimension door things that are my size or smaller.
So to put it in perspective, the options that are good for this would be giant ape, mammoth, giant shark, triceratops, Brachiosaurus. I think would probably be our best option.
Brachiosaurus would cause way more massive chaos.
That by the way is a gargantuan creature. So however big that is, that's what we're gonna get.
Okay, so what if we did this? What if we got within 60 feet and then just drop the bomb?
You could
as we fought through.
This is another thing Gruul will bring up. What if you just polymorph Kiwi before you leave? How long does it last? He wonders.
It lasts for an hour.
They're gonna hear him coming.
Well, not just that, but then you can't dimension door him once he's big because Panic just said he only can do creatures his size or smaller.
Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe you can't get him to the leader's thing, but he could still be effective. That is a very effective.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Kiwi has a battering ram to get through the gates.
There is a blue whale.
Yes!
Oh no! It's got 246 HP.
Is that
god!
Is that official stats though? It has to be something from the monster manual. I'm sorry, it has to be something from the published books.
No, okay, this is on D&D Beyond, but it's
okay.
Yeah. For balancing reasons, I have
to.
Okay,
yeah,
that's fair. Sorry.
Okay.
This is by the way, this is fun as hell. By the way, I'm glad you're all on board for the Kiwi bomb. The question is,
thank you.
The question is, are we going to have him charge in there, or are we actually going to try and drop him on a motherfucker?
I would rather say drop him. The element of surprise would be so much stronger.
That needs to be the first thing we
I would
do.
agree, but the logistics of it don't work out because the only way it works with Dimension Door is if Octo does it to himself. Because
could we get within 60 feet and drop that shit?
That's what I was suggesting, but then we would have to have a backup plan because we don't know once the ground who's going to be around.
I wish I could tell you, but because the clerics don't know, I can't tell you, unfortunately.
No, that's fair.
Okay.
So if we want, so let's do 2 plans. Let's say Kiwi Bomb is plan A. If we hit the ground and get there, great. We can drop them in. If we can't, I think the more effective thing is once we hit the ground, if we do run into some resistance, polymorph him and just let him run rampage and go charge the back.
No matter what default. Okay, no matter what the default is, we're gonna have a polymorph Kiwi as a Brontosaurus with feathers.
Yes.
Good. That's what's important.
Absolutely.
Now Kiwi has to fucking hold action once, and that action is procced when he drops through that fucking dimension door.
Yes.
Okay.
Remember the crazy ashes, guys. We learned that in the last skirmish.
Okay.
Remember,
crazy it gets.
They're not from Alavas. They're not used to weird bullshit happening all the
this
time.
Is gonna be
Hey Monty, wait, Monty.
Mm-hmm.
Would we have enough time to craft any kind of scrolls, or does that take time? Too much time.
That takes a lot of time.
We still have water walk, don't we?
Because I was thinking Featherfall, but Remy can't craft it in time.
Hold on. Let me look at your clerics and see if they can take that.
Because Featherfall would be perfect for this. Because Remy uses it on his Griffin.
Because the other thing we could do is I could always make 2 of whatever we want because I can twin polymorph.
That's true. Does that make anyone weaker than the other, or is it just dual?
It's literally just 2 polymorphs.
Oh, there's no reason not to do it twice then. Oh God.
My lord's been slain. I the mage.
Okay, so if that's the case, then we also would probably want to drop Borky as a Brontosaurus because when he takes damage, he'll transform into an orc, and that's more.
That's true.
And
Headco.
Here's the other thing to keep in mind: if you run out of HP in your polymorphed form, you turn back into your normal form with your normal HP. If you took any overkill damage, that applies to your normal
that's
HP.
good to know.
Oh my Christ.
But even if they kill you in your polymorph form, you just turn back into your normal.
Just like a druid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, Borky hears this and goes,
"So you want me to be a dinosaur?"
And Remy, since you want the tank in there as well, if not Kiwi, you could be a good replacement as well.
By the way, for lore reasons, you guys have no idea what dinosaurs are.
Yeah.
But you would know Zenryo because there is a secret island that you've seen and heard about that has
what?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a secret island.
So they're like dragons, but they don't breathe fire and they don't have wings, and also they can't speak.
That's crazy.
That's where Mr. Buttons was from, the Tabaxi guy.
Gosh. That's
All right, so let's go from the top just so that we have a good idea, so we can formulate it. And then what I'm going to do is when we're done, I'm going to write it. So, opening strategy: we're going to go towards the rocks, while the orcs are going to go towards the front gate. They are going to shower a volley of arrows to hit everybody up on the wall, and then they are either going to wait for the gate to be opened or charge it with their aurochs. While that's going on, we are going to then come over here to this watchtower and attempt to suggest who's ever in there to leave. If it doesn't work or there's multiple people, we are then going to try to get down there and assassinate them.
We're just going to blow.
So far, so good.
Can Borky get some javelins from the camp? Is there enough long sticks with pointy ends?
Oh, shit. Hanori just realized something.
Yes.
She can cast silence, too, if you guys want to assassinate someone.
That's fucking
perfect!
But the downside is, unfortunately, you guys also can't cast stuff that requires verbal components.
But we can basically have silence until we don't need it and then drop it.
Yeah, she wants to try and save as many spell slots as she can for healing, but that is something, if things go south, she could do that for you.
Also, if... I stress this because I'd like to keep a good relationship with these girls. If we could subdual the guys in the tower and not just flat out kill them unless they're mercenaries...
No, I agree.
That'd be
I
nice.
completely agree. That's why I said suggestion, because that gets them out of there without us having to kill.
I will say
Subdual damage, my dude.
Goomba, you suggested earlier we just take one. Cleric, I want to take 2. I want
No,
to take.
you fucking think I'm kidding?
I want.
No, I know. I'm laughing. It's funny.
I want to take 2. I want to take the 2 clerics. I feel like we're gonna need that. They got 2. We got 2.
Basically, especially because we're going to be dealing with a high-level sorcerer. Like it's going to.
They got 3. We got 2. That's a fair balance. That's a fair split.
That's also 2 extra stealth checks to make, and 2
They're
people.
They're not wearing armor, so they're
not wearing. Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah. They take a hit, they're fucking on the floor, dude.
Yeah.
Also, anybody that doesn't need to sneak in there doesn't go. Like Remy would not sneak in there to try to kill them because he's in heavy armor.
Exactly. So we're gonna need the. I firmly believe we're gonna need the 2. Now, we have 2 plans, and if we can get the drop mission, that's great.
That'll be great.
If we can't, still chaos.
So basically, what would have to happen is we would have to get within 60 feet. We can only drop 1 bomb, by the way, because Panic can only dimension door 1 person. Keep that in mind.
And I can only
he could still twin cast it, so Borky, you could still go in there as like a raging tank, but he can only dual cast it and 1 person drops. So if we get within 60 feet without anybody interfering, we drop the bomb. If we don't, you drop Polymorph and then either send Kiwi to the front and Borky with us, or both of us just go and take out the bad guy. Either way.
This is the most ludicrous, fun fucking plan I've ever.
But it's gonna work, dude.
And
I want to ask. Oh, I'm sorry.
And that's why we're called the Unexpectables, boys.
It is. I'm telling. No. Misdirection works all the time.
Go ahead, Zito.
Classic misdirection.
The tried and true Brachiosaurus.
I'm just imagining the speaker and the Orin clergy. Those fucking Unexpectables boomed us.
Sorry, Tass, you were gonna say, or Zito? Sorry.
I was gonna ask Gruul if does he have any equipment or any sort of materials that can be used to more effectively just knock someone unconscious rather than kill them?
They have clubs for killing fish.
Look, I am specifically asking if they have something that, in mechanic-wise,
that you can knock someone the shit out. Yeah, these things, they're actually huge. And the moment you think, like, oh, we use these to hit fish, you think of, like, little, like, batons that you'd find in, like, a little, like, freshwater lake. No, these things are like clubs.
No, we need those. We absolutely need those, because even if shit starts to go real, we can at least clonk them out and then probably mitigate the chance that our cover is completely blown.
They have 3 of those, and they're willing to part with them.
This is so much fun. I love this.
This is great.
This
Are we
this
gonna
plan
Fred
is amazing.
Flintstone them?
Okay,
so guys, this is the Fred Flintstone plan.
There's also one more thing that you get given by Suga, the druid lady. To whoever wants it, and I think Zenryo is going to want this. She has a jar of bees that you can use.
Oh yes,
give them the bees.
Bees?
Wait,
not only drop in a brontosaurus, but also insult to injury a jar of bees.
Bees.
Yeah, give me the bees.
The jar of bees acts as an infestation cantrip. So
yeah.
I just imagine the mage, and now you'll throw a bottle of bees at him, hit it with a rock. Ah!
Would that actually be a pretty good thing to have if we can't get the guardsmen out of the tower? Just force them out with bees.
I mean, that could also work. Actually,
could I shoot them with my arrow? Can I shoot them with my bow?
Here it is.
Just cover an arrow with honey.
It's a Brontosaurus,
that
not
will
a
summon
Brachiosaurus.
bears.
But
just
still,
stick a queen bee to your arrow and then just fire it off, and all the bees.
No,
hold on a second. So no,
this stick it to my arrow. Just fucking like maybe like a genocide, like duct tape it to my fucking arrow and shoot it in there, and just let the bee glass hit the floor.
Yes, call it the pheromone.
All right, so
pretty big.
No, but Chris, that's actually not a bad idea because Greckles, being the stealthiest of all of us, could sneak in there with the bees and unleash them, and then they would run out of the
Guys?
Yes.
Can I be a weeb for a minute?
Yes, you can.
What would you like to do with the bees?
There is an actual ninja jutsu IRL that does this very thing. I'm not saying it, right? That uses bees. That utilizes the bees.
Can we call this Plan B?
Yes.
Plan Bees.
Well, okay. Right. So if we can't suggest them out, I go in and give them the bees and run out.
What's the deal?
I'm losing my mind.
He's not gonna fucking know what hit him.
This is gonna be. I can't believe this is gonna work. I didn't know we had bees.
We're laughing now, but the moment this episode ends, we're all gonna be nervous, but that's okay.
I
It's
want you to
fine.
know that the plan is being increased with higher amounts of success
So-
with the inclusion
Alright,
of more
so-
bees.
This is great.
So
So,
this is what I'm seeing so far, just from my perspective, so I
Yes.
know what maps I'm going to be using. So you guys want to take the left side, you want to take out the tower, then you want to proceed to the orcs or to the leader tent?
to the leader.
To the
The
leader.
leader immediately. Okay.
So,
So you have a field
Yeah,
to
we let
cross.
Gruul take care of the orcs.
Gruul will take care of the orcs. You guys
Correct.
are leaving the right side. You're not doing anything there. Okay, good to know.
Correct.
And then your idea is that you guys want to kind of have a meetings point at the leader's tent. Is kind of the idea, correct?
Correct.
We'll be by the storeroom, which I'm guessing is 60 meters away, 60 feet away from the leader's tent. Correct?
Yeah,
Do you
that's
know?
important. That's important to know, Monty. Do we have any dimensions on how far stuff is?
You don't, unfortunately.
Okay.
Okay,
The
so
problem
guys,
is
the
problem is for the bomb to work, the leader must remain in his tent. So
Right,
any
and if
noise
he's
will wake
not,
him,
okay.
any noise will wake him up and get him out of his tent. So the thing is, my
we need
whole
to-
question about this is, we should go in stealthily. Once the drop happens, then the orcs attack. That is how I believe this needs to go down to work properly.
Well, but no, because as soon as you set off those bees in the tower, they're gonna know something's up. They
We're
have
not-
to
oh,
cause.
no,
a
no,
dist-
that's the last ditch effort for what we need for that.
That's backup.
That is a backup plan. We can straight up suggest. We can also straight up just knife the motherfucker. Like, we can do a lot of different options depending on what's going on with that tower. We won't know until we get there. The whole thing though is, if the leader leaves his tent, the bomb won't work because we won't know where he is.
Gruul feels that having the attack is going to be more reliable than this other plan. Not to doubt you, but he's just like, us being present is probably the safer option.
Yeah, like I said, that's why. Look,
Yeah.
if the bomb doesn't work, that's fine. That's the first plan. We have a secondary and a tertiary plan. So,
Okay.
like, if the bomb doesn't work, we can dual polymorph you and Kiwi. All of a sudden, now we've got two giant monsters that can go either one rush the orc and one rush the
Can
leader.
we
They can
s-
both rush the leader.
Can we silence the leader's tent?
You could. You absolutely could, and that would destroy his sorcerer.
We gotta save. We
If
gotta
they
save
don't
that.
counterspell it.
We gotta save. Well, then we gotta save it.
Well, that would burn a counter spell, so at least then you're burning their spells.
All right. I think we have a plan.
All right,
Okay.
so check it.
Yep.
So
That is-
one more quick thing, just as a pre-thing, because I want to make sure we're cool on this.
Yes.
All right, we get to here. We get to
Yes.
here.
The tower.
The tower.
All right, we are currently at the tower.
Correct.
The plan works, and we can continue being stealthy. That's when we can get over to here. Now,
Correct.
Now, that fails. We cannot stealth. People are alerted. We are right here. That our plan at that point is to proc someone just becoming a brontosaurus and causing chaos.
Yeah. and
Correct.
That'll be Kiwi.
It's actually dual, so it'd be Borky and Kiwi would both be because he can
Jesus
twin cast it.
Okay, so now who wants to take one of the saps? Who is willing to get in to knock dudes out if they come out just to preserve the plan?
I guess I can if.
Yeah,
if-
Greckles would be the best person because he's a stealth guy. So
Well, we have 3 of them because if dudes start running out or causing chaos, and by the time they get outside, they can meet us there. The rest.
you're
of the
saying they're going to come out of the store?
That's the storeroom.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's people up here. Like
Correct.
there's the tower up on the top, but then
Correct.
also there could be people on the bottom, or they go down towards the bottom. And
Oh, I see
only-
what you're saying. So there could be
and-
other people on patrol.
Right, there could be other people on patrol, and there's going to be more than just one of us going up there to silence them. So on their way down, clonk.
Correct. So let's say there's one straggler who's not in the tower that we didn't see. We will have a 6-on-1 or 7-on-1 advantage. You just
Yes.
knock him the hell out.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and that hopefully maintains your stealth. If it doesn't, that's when you revert to, all right, Brontosaurus time.
Yes.
Correct. So, and
Now-
we do not Brontosaurus until we're discovered.
Now, these are the items you have from Gruul. You
Okay,
have
hang
3
on, I need to make a
clubs. You guys have 3 clubs, and you can decide who's going to have what.
3 clubs.
Please let me know that so I can put them in your inventory. You have
I've got a
singular-
4 of hearts.
Son of a bitch.
God damn it.
You have a jar of bees,
Jar of bees.
and the most important
I don't
object you are
remember
going to
that
get
part.
from Gruul is his horn. He has a war horn. When
Oh,
you want
that
them
kind
to
of horn.
attack the wall, that is what you can use. The moment you are in position, you want them to attack the front, That is what you blow on to
The
make
horn-
it happen.
I give
I'll
the
take
horn-
that.
He's gonna give it to Task because Task is the only one with military experience.
Can I?
Hey!
Can I point something out that's very funny right now? So I pulled up the rules on D&D Beyond for the Brontosaurus so I could get the official rules.
Okay.
And the targeted advertisement directly above it is for a life-size Velociraptor on Amazon.
Well, now I need to go to
You know.
Amazon.
It knows. It knows. It knows what I'm about.
So those are the 3 items you have gotten for this mission. The party that you guys are going with, your squad, quote unquote, is Borky, Zenryo, Task, Panic, Greckles, Kiwi, Kendra, and Honore.
Correct.
That is your squadron. All right.
Yes.
Now this is the last question I'm going to ask, and then we're going to enact this plan. When do you want to attack? During the day? During night?
Night
Probably
sounds good.
night, because they're
Night.
all. None of them are gonna be.
Yeah, but
first-
keep in mind, if we
first of
attack
all,
at night, that's low light vision. Anybody without dark vision is probably going to have some.
Exactly.
yeah, but how
So-
many of us is that?
That's Remy for sure, which is your tank. So okay,
And Greckles.
and Greckles.
You guys are close combat fighters, though. You have
Those
10
are
Greckles
can't
is
see
not a
shit
close
coming.
combat fighter.
It still doesn't matter whether you're close or not. If you can't see, you're gonna get a
Well, you
disadvantage.
basically have
you got
disadvantage
Bork-
on
you
all
got
your
Bork-
attacks.
But on the flip side, so will they. You know they're humans.
They're
Most
all
of them, or
humans.
else.
What about either dusk or dawn while it's raining?
Well, we don't know if it's gonna be
I
raining.
would,
we'd
say,
have
I
to-
would
It
say
is. It is raining. It probably. I would say roll a survival check Task for the weather
All
because
right.
of your ranger ability.
If it's raining, it'll also if it's like
No, holy shit. Okay, 21.
if it's like big rain, then we could use the sound of the rain to mask our.
To mask us, yeah.
Looking at it, this storm is probably going to last probably another maybe 12 to 24 hours. So yes, you could absolutely utilize this in the dawn of the following day, but not at night, like sundown.
Well,
You
we
would
have
have to
that
work
option,
on-
and I like that actually.
I do too.
Yeah. Just let me know what I need to turn into a dinosaur.
I'm just imagining, just like the leader sitting out there, just in his tent. Another wonderful
Just
morning.
another fine day.
So
Has a
what,
sip
what
of
do we agree
coffee?
on? What do we agree on for time of attack?
Dawn the next day.
Dawn the next day.
Yeah,
Lots
just
of-
so we can use the rain. Because I mean, God, we saw how frazzled the girls were.
No, yeah, I completely agree. Also,
right.
we might get a little bit of dark cover, and then eventually it lifts.
Tis a bad omen, the rainy days.
Alrighty, so you guys have your plan. You guys stand up from the war table looking at everyone. Kendra, Honore, Maria, Evelina, Audrey, Gruel, all of his orcs, Suga, who is currently smiling and waving at you, Panic, Kiwi, who has found a second frying pan somehow.
Dual wielding.
You guys all look to each other and nod knowingly and prepare for the following day. And that is where we're going to end our session for tonight.
Bye, Austin.
Bye, Austin.
What are we at? 77?
Yep.
75.
Yeah, it's
7,
75.
75. Only 25 more episodes until we reach 100.
77.
Oh my goodness me! This is, by the way, this was fun. This was
Yes.
a lot of fun.
And thank you guys to
I
the
got-
chat for bearing with us.
I got to contribute one for once.
I told you. See, above game works because you can have
Yeah.
ideas.
If we tried to
Yeah.
do that in character, that would have been 2 hours.
Oh
That
my
would
god,
be a
absolutely.
nightmare. Yeah.
What if I turned you guys into a dinosaur? One time I was on the
First of all,
The fuck is a dinosaur?
what is that?
Fuck is a dinosaur, brah?
let me tell you about it. Well, I call
Wow.
him at least.
This was a good episode. A lot of really good roleplay this episode.
Dude, all right. So major props to you, fucking Connor and fucking Panic.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. The lies thing was really cool, and I love Borky. Like his maturity over this whole arc has been
Really good, yeah.
I'm happy with it. He gotta grow up.
Oh my god. I'm so scared.
All right, now real fast. We gotta start off here with the sick boy Goomba. Where can they find you?
You could find me at Gaijin no H because lol. Here at twitch.tv with the /.
Fucking.
You can also find me on YouTube, where in both cases I teach and talk about culture and games, which is fun because you could be a nerd and you could tell people who say that games rot your brain to go shove it because you're smart.
Oh wow.
I don't feel good.
Aw,
That's why I gave you the out first,
Hang in
man.
there. No, it's okay. I need to hang out and make sure that Aki's ready for bed. It's her birthday, by the way. Go send love to Aki
Happy
Tara for her
birthday.
She's not here though, Bosco.
Oh, well, she can hear it in spirit, maybe.
Also,
Happy
I want to
birthday.
give a shout out to my buddy John, who I believe is in chat. Also, whose name is Trigger Happy. I am sorry you had to hear this. This is probably the most ludicrous plan you've ever heard since the tribunal.
Hey, it's not that bad.
Hey.
Hold on. What's wrong with a misdirection? Nobunaga would be proud. We're misdirecting
Nobunaga's thinking like, why did I not have dinosaurs?
Why did I not think of the dinosaurs?
Exactly. I just imagine him coming
Why
home from
did I
work.
not throw bees?
Bees.
Smacks his head like, oh.
Tokugawa will never expect the bees.
Tokugawa was subservient to him, so
Yeah, because of the bees.
Or so we
Look, I played
think.
too much Samurai Warriors. Everybody fought everybody.
Conspiracy theory into this fucking shit. Bees. They're the thing right now.
Okay.
Bees were fucking did it in.
Also,
thank you.
Zito, where can they find you?
Find me at twitch.tv/Zito. Tomorrow, do not have a fucking clue what I'm doing. Probably more Slay the Spire, maybe some art, D&D nonsense. Who the fuck knows? Friday, however, is War Groove. And then Sunday, depending if Uncle Nintendo plays nice and gives me my fucking coupon or my code or whatever, PD Piranha time.
Your boy.
Alrighty. Now,
Boy.
Bosco, where can they find you?
They can find me at EdBoscoVA on both Twitter and Instagram. That goes right here on TV. My name, Edward.
you're cutting out really bad, bro.
Wow, you were cutting out every
gosh darn it.
syllable.
Horrible.
That was hilarious.
Look, y'all know where to find me. At EdBoscoVA, Instagram, Twitter, right here, Twitch, Edward Bosco. My name, sports, good, yell at balls.
Now.
Yell at ball.
I feel it. I feel it.
Oh, man.
Feel it.
Oh, man, Octo, where can they find you, baby?
Hi, you can find me everywhere at Octopim. I'm here, I'm there, I'm on Twitch. You know me. I'm probably gonna play Kingdom Farts, and
How
you know
is it, by
what?
the way?
You press X for a while, and then a cutscene happens.
Nice. Cool. It's like Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, pretty much. But we're making up our own lore as we go. So watch me name all the different Sephiroths that are in that game.
There's so many Sephiroths in that game.
Great.
Yes, there's a lot of Sephiroths in that game. There's rose gold Sephiroth. There's blue Sephiroth. Anyway, check
What's
me
the
out.
difference between Zemnas and Xehanort? I'm very confused.
Well, Xehanort
Who's
is
handsome?
you can get Norded, which is what happens when. Well, no spoilies. Anyway, just you'll have to watch to find out.
Oh, man, that's good. Monty, where can they find you?
You can find me at Montyglue on Twitter. You can find me at twitch.tv/Montyglue. Hopefully, I will be streaming tomorrow. I might be doing some stuff with some friends tomorrow because we all actually have time off, and I do want to take full advantage of that. You can also find me in the Unexpectables Discord. I'm really sorry, people in the Discord. I've been trying to find a time to sit down and answer all the Q&A questions. Every time I sit down to do it, something always catches my attention. So I answer Q&A in there. We all hang out. There's a live chat. There is theory discussions, things like that. Fan art's posted there. So I'm gonna push the Discord. If you guys haven't joined the Discord, definitely join the Discord. It's a lot of fun.
Join the freaking Discord.
Mm-hmm.
We answer questions and talk with you after sessions.
Connor, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter at Senile Snake, and they can find me on Twitch at Distortion Devil.
That's what are you streaming?
Thursday's my day off, so I'm not gonna be streaming anything tomorrow.
Boo.
Friday, we got Friday Funhouse, where I play a bunch of party games with a bunch of my friends and maybe get drunk. I don't know. Saturday is Saturday Long Play, playing through the Witcher series at the moment. I'm on Witcher 2.
Nice.
And Sunday is Boiderlands with myself. Hi, I'm Mike, Midnight Kai, and Sir Malarvik. We are almost done with the main game, and then we'll be moving on to the DLC.
Hey, Midnight's awesome.
Sweet.
He plays the card games and the fighting games.
Hi guys, I'm Taka. You can find me right here. So RK out of nowhere, that follow button, or choke slam to hell, that sub button. We got oh yeah, man, so much. We got the Multiverse Nexus Multiverse Nexus Wrestling on Friday is a big pay-per-view. It's time for the Multiverse Rumble. We'll be crowning the man who will be challenging for the championship. I have a really fun card plan for everybody, and I love the streams. They're a lot of fun. Everyone gets into character. Everyone has a great time. Definitely check it out if you want to. It's going to be a wild time Friday night.
I also want to thank Arkall for all the amazing work that he does for the community.
His deep.
Greetings
lovely
and salutations, kindness.
Why, hello there.
Why, hello there.
Someone was saying he should record lines for Mr. X and put it as a mod. And I could not agree.
He should just be like humming.
Greetings and salutations.
No, I need one with Leon opening the door, him getting socked by X, and the door closes. Chad's only.
That's good.
So does Mr. X just punch the shit out of you? Is that all he
Yeah,
does?
Yeah,
he's scary.
And he chases you around.
My favorite was somebody was posting from Scrub quotes, and it was like, "Man, Resident Evil 2 is so stupid. I can't believe there's just this fucking amnesia monster that chases you around all over the place." And everybody's just like, "Resident Evil 3, hold my beer."
You don't even know what's about to happen yet. Good God in heaven.
God.
It's Mr. X on meth. Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
You just.
I hope you're ready. I hope you're fucking ready.
What's a more. I mean, X gonna give it to you is pretty hard, but what's a good one for Nemesis?
Oh my God.
The most. Anyways, real fast here, guys. There's so many
Alrighty.
there's so many bits. I gotta get through them all real fast here.
Rap God.
Hurry up.
Ugalot with the 500 bits. Episode title, Rain Before the Storm. I can't wait for Dino D-Day next week. Thank you, Luke-a-lot, for the 500 bits. Dujima giving a sub to Forgetful Serpent. Thank you so much. Zacho Dude for the 18-month sub. Thank you so much, dude. Blackwing Hellkite with 3,000 bits. Can we all call Zen's Plan Scary Monsters? Blackwing Hellkite, thank you so much for the 3,000 bits. And maybe. The Jake, thank you for the 500 bits. Damn good work, boys. Thank you so much. The Jake. Jack Jumbo with 5-month resub. Happy anniversary to me. Hey, Bosco, you going to give the break time a name, considering you're the only one who stays with us? For example.
Y'all got called out. Holy shit. Well, it is a
Okay.
break, so technically I'm the stupid
You
one.
should have seen me how fast I ate a bowl of cereal because I was hungry. Okay, come on.
Defective Sheep with the 2,000 bits. Beauty, Brontosauruses, and the Bees. Title drop. Defective Sheep with 2,000 bits. Thank you so much. Lovely Lorelai, thank you for the 100 bits. Proboscis Monkey, thank you so much for the 200 bits. Whales are in the Monster Manual. Defective Sheep with the 500 bits.
Killer Whales.
Monty, did you base all this on my talk about bees? Defective Sheep says. Bees. Luke a lot with
I
the
just
one.
like bees in general.
Luke a
I
lot
really
with-
need to hit up the beekeeper guild. Sorry, go on.
Luke a lot with 1,000 bits. The Jurassic Park theme starts playing. 1,000 bits, that's good. Babasa Monkey and Butterspot, thank you for the 100 bits apiece. Defective Sheep with the 500 bits. I picture more on the lines of Kiwi Rex. Oh, God. Terrifying. Million Ninja, thank you for the 100 bits. Blackwing Hellkite with 3,000 bits. We must protect Log at all costs. 3,000 bits. Protect Log. We will, Blackwing Hellkite. Gumsy kind of guy, thank you much for the 100 bits. Argent Lyle with 1,000 bits. His breath smells like fresh cut spring daisies spewed across a babbling brook with a hint of lemon. In reference to Gruel. Blackwing Hellkite with elite bits. Kingdom Hearts is fight. Thank you so much, everybody. And just the last couple bits here. The Light Ward with 500 bits. Episode title, Bees and the Broncos. We'll have to see. The Tall with 100 bits. An Unexpected Plan. See, I like that one a fair amount, too. And Fenrir lives 100 bits. Thanks, Monty, for making the Sun Clerics. Sun Cleric Fly. I love those gals to death. So the next episode will be called Dynamite.
No, the next episode is absolutely called Walk the Dinosaurs.
Oh!
Yes, yeah.
I like Flame War though.
Flame
That's
War's
what
also
I'm
really
Flame
good.
War, yeah.
reserving it.
Someone said the sun,
but
the sunsets too.
Yeah. Who are we gonna raid though? There's
no-
not really much on.
There's not.
I have one person. I have Itney JP is the only person who I know who is still streaming right now.
Let's do it.
There is a couple people.
What else is
Does anyone else's list?
I got a few, but you go ahead first.
Lythero is streaming. Lythero's a really cool guy.
Yeah, I was about to say Lythera.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
And
I'm cool with that.
my buddy Crocodile's going too. He makes a lot of cool source filmmaker cartoons.
Crunk's cool.
How do you spell Lythero?
Lythero.
ERO.
Alrighty, we're rating Lythero. Everybody, again, I want to thank Probate so much for the kind bits. Again, dude, my God, in heaven. And everyone else, thank you so much, guys. We will see you tomorrow, or if not, next week. Thank you all for coming here. And we're rating. What was that?